There we go. So, welcome to OEME Session 17. Where we last left off, you guys had headed up to the town of Solon to fulfill a contract for Miss Indy, who is one of the barons of Mendes. And she was having problems with shipments of spices and salts. You went there, and sure enough, there was a big tribe of orcs that had taken over, that were extorting people and rerouting shipments to try and get profits for themselves. There may be a deeper reason why they were doing that. Maybe they're having struggles with their own tribes, but regardless, it has been quelled by your efforts. You slayed them, even though they were quite a difficult enemy. And so they are in your debt. At the same time, you had Lavan, who was able to survive through that encounter. And because of that, he mentioned that he would put in a good word for you guys with the captain of the Nova Delina, Captain Rudy, who is the leader of the Rudy's clan of Durlugs. When we last ended the session, you guys had just taken a route back from Solon, and I can't see that on the... I'll have to do my routes on this screen. Just a second. Through Solon, back to Mendes, if you wanted to go that way. Or you could have gone the other way.
The other way was blocked off or something.
Oh, they're not blocked off anymore.
Okay, so we can stop by Festro.
You want to stop by Festro? Okay, what do you want to do at Festro?
Nothing. See what's it like.
You see a bunch of farms. You see a bunch of Durlugs fishing. Yeah, it's freshwater fishing and crop farming is what Festro is really doing from the outside that you can see.
I would like to buy a few local fish.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I got a list of fish here. What do I got from my fresh waters? Oh, these are all ocean fish. I don't know. Sure. Whatever. They'll give you some. They've got the catch of the day is deep tilapia, and they'll sell it. They'll sell you like 4 of them for a gold.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Right on.
We're having fish for dinner tonight.
I am.
There is more you could actually do in Festro, but it would be weird at this point because we ended the session with you guys getting into Mendes, and so that was just a retcon. Like, there is more to do in Festro, but that would kind of mess things up, because then I would have to try and figure out what your health and your all your stats were at, so that'll have to be handled later. So last we left off, you guys came into Mendes, and you stayed the night in the labor house once again. Or I'm not sure. Maybe you came into the...
We came back and we're just heading to the labor house to deliver salt and spice to Miss Indy is what I have as the last note.
That was... Okay, sure. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you...
While we're in town, can I buy a mirror?
Oh yeah, you'll find a mirror this session, I'm sure.
Okay.
A handheld mirror. Yeah, what was it a...
I have an artifact of unimaginable power that I started with, and it gives me +1 perception checks when looking at myself in the mirror. So presumably I also get the bonus whenever I'm looking at something else in the mirror, as long as I can also see my...
Exactly.
What?
You're absolutely right. Yeah, that was something from...
That
was from session 1, and it's a total meme item, but whatever. I'll allow it because we're going to this much trouble for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that said, you guys are in Mendes, and you are about to head to the labor house. Before that, did you want to do anything else? You have your wagon, you got a few deep horses. dragging it, and you got Lavan with you, who he hasn't been annoying you guys the entire time, but I don't know. He's telling you stories about this one time at the casino where he almost won it big, and so he seems like kind of the guy who would definitely put a portion of each paycheck towards the casino. Like maybe half of his paycheck goes towards the casino.
I think on the way I'm like, so you ever make it big?
If I made it big, I wouldn't be wearing a bandana. I'd probably own one of the houses here. But, yeah, I haven't. Nope.
So just for the sport, huh?
And for the money, I mean, we can always dream. But, yeah, you'll find that a lot of Durlugs here are pretty well versed in the games at the casino.
We should check it out.
You could if you would like. But did you want to head back to the labor house before that, or
Yes.
what does the party want to do at this point? If you want to take a vote,
Labor house makes sense to me.
Klaus votes
Labor
for
House.
Labor House to deliver the first shipment to Miss Indy.
you got it. To the labor house we go. Oh, Tannis is still up there. We'll just kind of bring all your tokens up here. And where's Hojang?
I wasn't put on the map because I wasn't here last time.
There you go.
Thanks.
Did my shift click work? That should work. There we go. So here you are back in the room with Miss Indy, and she tells you, yes, I heard of your return, and I see you brought a little bit of a shipment of me to make up for some of the shortage that we've had.
Yes, the shipment should be arriving back on track. We took care of the problem.
And what was it?
A group of orcs took over the whole place and started selling all the spice and salt at a really low price. We just killed them all and mounted their heads outside the village to deter further incursions.
Very interesting. I never thought that the orcs would actually all come
We
together
also-
to coordinate that.
We also found this logbook of the transactions that took place.
This should most definitely come in handy for getting all of our accounting back on track. And to know who our potential customers that we should keep an eye on. Thank you very much for getting this. So, with that said, I guess I should do as I have promised, and, well, you do have my favor to an extent. I'm not exactly sure what I could do to Mr. Perry. We are considered rivals, so I'm not sure what a letter of recommendation from me would even do. How do you think I could help you?
Perhaps an opportunity will come up in the future.
Sure. I will remember your names and faces. That is for sure. And
Do you happen to know anything about an artifact known as the Gold Eater Sphere?
I have heard of it, though I only know that it's kept on the nearby Isle of Kfir.
Not anymore, it would seem. We have reason to believe that it may have been taken down deep into the underdark. Perhaps you should watch your gold closely. I will smile. Not quite menacingly, but just like foreboding.
Is that so? Okay. So, thank you very much for this tip. I'm sorry I don't know any more details about this.
just nod and step back again.
So, kind of on that note, I'm not really sure what else you guys wanted to do while you were here. Hojing, just as a sort of reminder, the guy who you were looking for, his name, I don't know if you wrote it down, but it was Theodore C. Harrison. And Chung Xiu, who was the woman that you interrogated, said that he was a fence of the Lohans, but the job was contracted out by a third party. They sought out the Lohans, and the Lohans found Chung Xiu and her sisters. Then he just mentioned that they met Theodore at the docks of Mendes, and she doesn't know where you would find Theodore, but she does know that he frequented the casinos and the bat races, and he was definitely a gambling type.
Is it still canonical that last session we had my character looking to follow up on those leads and then I didn't find anything? Or
yeah. So with that said, the first place that you went to look was the casino, and you were looking around, but they never really gave a description of this guy. And so you were asking around, and you weren't having too much luck. Then you maybe went to another place and asked around, not too much luck. And so that was sort of how you got to learn about the city as much as they did when you were apart. Because the rest of the party did a little bit of learning about Mendes and the demographics and everything that went into it. And so we can say that that's how you sort of learned it, is you were having trouble finding this lead or finding this character. If that makes sense.
What was his last name again? Theodore what?
Theodore C. Harrison. TCH.
Just to be sure then, I'll ask her if she knows about a Theodore C. Harrison and what he might look like, since I don't have it.
She just tells you that the name sounds like it belongs to a human. There are no Durlugs down here that have a name like that, so it would be something of an outsider. Sounds like he would be Satherian, if anything.
Okay, well that's something to go off of. I'll let anyone else ask any other questions if they have any.
Thorkal? Thaddeus? Klaus?
No, not really.
Nothing comes to mind.
Do we know what she specializes in? Is she a mage or
Herself?
Yeah.
You do not know this
Okay.
intrinsically, or what's the word? You can't infer this.
Got it.
Inferentially.
Could
But
you
she
not tell
does-
by the way she looks, the way she carries, like her armor? Are her hands more rough, like she wields a sword, or that kind of stuff?
Give me a perception check. Anyone who wants to look her up and down. And then just for reference, this is her handout again.
Ha! I didn't notice anything.
You think she's pretty hot, Thaddeus? Or do you? I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. Whatever.
Wow.
So you aren't able to really infer. You can just kind of go by face value what you see. She has a spear sitting in the corner of her office, and her hands do look pretty slender, and she doesn't seem to like be too rough and beaten up or whatever. She doesn't seem. She seems like she's got like pretty pale skin and all that, so it doesn't look like she's been through tons and tons of battles. Like she's not covered in scars. So I guess with the perceptions that you have, it's what you see is what you get, or what you see is what you can infer.
Yep.
Oh, if it's not totally clear in that picture that you see, oh no, I mean, she hasn't really done it in game, so not really sure.
Okay.
Well, if you don't need anything else from us, we'll take our leave.
Sure, you sure. Just let me know how I can help you in the future, within reason.
Of course.
Of course.
Do you leave the labor house, or is there anything else you would like to do here? Oh, by the way, that's that is the tailor, and that's the metalworks. And then more beds.
Did we find the kid?
In the labor house?
Here?
Yeah,
No.
because
No, not yet.
Oh, there's a couple of places left.
Yeah, I was gonna go look where the meep are, or maps. The dark maps.
The dark map. Oh, by the way,
the deep maps.
this is a wall. This isn't a door. Sorry. It looks like it's a door, but it's not a doorway. Wall.
So, should we go to this Mr. Perry now, or
Do we have anything else to do down here?
personally, I have nothing to do down here except for talk to this Mr. Perry guy and saying what's up with the whole doorway to our fort.
I have not yet checked out the bat races. I'd be interested in seeing if Theodore C. Harrison happens to be there. If you would like to accompany, you can. Otherwise,
Do you know what he looks like?
well, he's Etherean, and that might narrow it down. But I'm not sure how we would go about getting a more detailed description. If
Human,
one of the-
dwarf, elf, or is it just
Human.
he's from that place?
He is human from South here.
So we're looking for a human. Well, he probably would stand out down here.
There's
There's a
still
human.
an amount of Taurus, I'm sure.
There's a human too. But yeah, you're right. They probably would stand out. And Thaddeus, Hojing, give me a perception check. All right, without the advantage, but the 15. You see into the room. You see the boy.
Oh, alright.
He was just playing with Game Boy. Okay, so do you guys want to head out?
Yeah.
You are back in Mendes, just deep booty bay, deep in booty, booty deep. Where do you head next?
Suppose we can help out Hojing.
If
If what?
I was gonna say, if we're looking for Mr. Perry, he owns the club, so we'd probably go to the clubs. But
Ecstasy.
Yeah, we can check out the
It's my
club.
cousin's club. Ecstasy. Okay, votes.
I'd like to go to the racetrack.
well, if we're helping out Hojing, then we should go to number 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's head over to the racetrack. Where did it go? There it is. Let's get you guys all settled up. Where are the player tokens? I didn't drag them out yet. So you guys kind of enter in from the north up there. There's 2 Thaddii. There we go. By the way, Thaddeus, 2 of you is now a Thaddii. And also, don't forget to heal yourself up and get your spell slots back.
Yes.
You guys come in to the bat races right when a round is ending, and you see that there are just these giant bats that are wearing these colored tunics that are flying throughout. And you do see a bit of a course that has archways and walls, and it's quite a spectacular sight. None of you have ever seen anything like this. But you see the bat wearing red cross 2 bonfires, and the crowd that's watching them all cheers, though there are some people in the crowd who are also just like upset. They may have placed bets and it didn't really work out for them. But that said, all the bats, they kind of calm down and they start to set up again. You do also see, and you have also heard when you came in here, that there's a table over here that has what you kind of presume are announcers. They're speaking into an interesting device that is projecting their voices through these meta megaphones, through these conical devices, and it allows their voice to be heard loudly throughout the entire room. So that has caught your attention, and so they seem to be projecting all their excitement throughout the room as the bats and the cheers of the crowd are also echoing throughout. You enter.
Do the bats have riders?
Yeah, the bats do have riders on them.
What interesting magic.
What?
Perhaps a new profession for you, Thorkal.
I just laugh and riding them bats doesn't seem quite like my thing. Wrangling them now. That could be fun.
I feel like they would just carry you off. They seem twice your size.
Well,
Yeah, most monsters think that before I knock them into the ground.
So Hojing, you were looking for somebody, and among the crowd, you see a bunch of Durlugs, a kobold, a goblin, a gnoll of all things, and there is one human.
I'm
There's
gonna
also
assume that a lot of the Durlugs would be regular, and before approaching the human, I wanna kind of like go up to one of the Durlugs and just say, "Hey, you recognize that?
You recognize that? Sorry, you cut out.
Do you recognize that human?" And I'll just point over in the direction of the one.
Yeah, I don't really pay attention to the outsiders here. Which one are you talking to? The guy who's eating his chicken?
Either or. I'll ask both. If one doesn't seem helpful, ask.
So the guy, one guy's just like looking at you, just as you see it. He's just eating his chicken. And the other guy's kind of drunk. And he looks over where you're pointing. No, I don't know him. Nope. I don't know a lot of outsiders here. I just like to stick to me bets.
All right, then I'll go back to the party. His name is Harrison, or Theodore C. Harrison. I'll go back to the party and ask them to keep an eye on him, and I'm gonna go ask. These people maybe seem like they know what they're doing more, and maybe they would know that. I don't want to like spook him and turn this into a chase, so I don't want to approach him directly yet. And I'll go down.
Klaus is just gonna approach him.
Okay. I mean, I said that and then walked off, so you can approach, yeah.
I'm gonna stay near the exit.
So Hojing, when you approach there, you see the Durlug wearing the red bandana. Let me scroll down a little bit. You see the Durlug wearing the red bandana, and he's talking to what you assume it may be his wife or girlfriend. So you see, Tiki, that's how you get it. You always bet on red, just like the bandana. And there's a dwarf right next to him, and he just seems to be kind of like annoyed the whole time. Tiki is just saying stuff like, "Oh, you're so great, Grovel." And I don't know. They seem to have made a little bit of money off this last race.
Yeah. Okay. Well, they seem to be in good spirits, and yes, them all. You know to always bet on red, then surely you come here often.
Absolutely. I bet on red for everything. It's had its luck, but it's also cost me a little bit.
Oh, but I'm sure that the luck always favors someone so handsome as such as yourself.
And then his wife just looked at, "Hey, hand off, sweet thing. We got married last week."
My apologies. I have no intention on intruding on such newlyweds. I just had a question if you had recognized the human over in the seating there. And I'll point, it is a bit far away. If possible, maybe they'll come with me, maybe, but...
Huh? That guy over there?
Yeah.
I don't recognize him, no.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your time.
Okay. Let's go over to Klaus, who just walked up right next to him. The guy, he seems to be... He does look sort of as he is. He's got a beard, and you see him look a little frustrated. He's holding onto a tiny slip of paper that he is now crunched up in his... He's making a fist with his hand that's crunching up the paper. Just kind of pounds into his knees like, "Ah, damn it!"
Hello, friend. Not going well with the races?
Friend? Who the hell are you?
Well, an interested party. Someone recommended me to talk to a Theodore C. Harrison. I got all of the work for him, and I flashed my coin pouch for, like, there's 100 gold in there.
So, roll deception.
Neat.
Get out of here. You don't talk to me about that guy.
You know Harrison?
Of course I know Harrison. He's always around here. I don't know, he's probably at the casino.
Alright. What's your name, friend?
Who's asking?
Klaus.
Klaus is asking. Well, Klaus, I don't give my information out so easily.
How about the next round is on me, and I give him 5 gold for, like, betting purposes?
Okay. Yeah, my name's Dave.
Good to meet you, Dave. And I'll start heading back to the party.
So Dave, he just pockets the gold, and then he starts to make his way over to the bets. Holding, anything else you're doing?
I'll go down to the beds and snacks, talk to the Sturlug for a minute.
Sir, you get, and you do see a giant ogre-like guy who seems to be guarding the area.
Okay. Yeah, I will generally just ask the Sturlug, I'm looking for someone who made the irregular here, a Theodore C. Harris.
Oh, Theo? Yeah. He's got some deep pockets. We appreciate his business quite often. He's pretty
Has he come in
terrible
recently?
like this. Oh, yeah, sure. He comes through every day or so, but, no, I haven't seen him yet today.
Well, I thank you for your time. I'll throw a gold.
Sure. You gonna place a bet, or you gonna get the hell out of here?
I may end up sticking around for some time. How much is the minimum?
Just a gold, honey. You won't really get that much out of it, though.
I'll give you, I'll place a 10 gold bet, and I'll give her a 2 gold bookie.
Okay, so what are you going to bet on? You can bet on different you can bet on who will play. Like, if you can bet on all 4 placements, or you can bet on who gets first, or you can bet on who gets first and second, or things like that.
I will bet that red will get first. That's the bet. I'm gonna listen to the Durlug that knows, even though he doesn't actually know.
Okay.
Actually, he said it hasn't worked out for him most of the time.
Do you guys have
Nothing
like
works out most of the time.
I used to have a website. I lost it. It was one where it basically simulated horse race bets and what the payout would be.
I do not have one. I mean, really, I guess I could ask for the odds, and you can tell me whatever generic odds you want to give me. And then at that point,
yeah, I do remember though when I was looking for all this, that now I'm like getting ads for. Is this the site? Yeah, this is the site. Okay. So implied odds. It would be a 25% chance that he wins, which would be odds of 1 to 3, I guess it would be.
Yeah.
All right, sure. So you bet in 10 gold. Does anyone else want to play in this?
No.
Yeah.
I'll pass.
All right. I mean, so Horjing, do you tell them that, hey, stick around, I've got some money in the bet or something in this race?
yeah, I'll tell them that I'd at least like to stick around. That so-and-so, Harrison, usually comes by at least once a day. He hasn't come by yet, which means either something has happened to him or he'll be in. So I'd like to do a bit of a stakeout.
Yeah, I talked to the human. His name's Dave. Apparently Harrison should be at the casino at this time.
Well, perhaps we should go after the game then. I did place some money. We'll check
sure?
there and then if not, come back. Yeah.
Well, I'll certainly cheer for you. What color did you place on?
Red.
Good luck.
I nod.
Let's see.
Klaus takes a seat and waits for the race.
So, the announcers, they say, and they seem to all be ready. The next round will begin. Then you get small in the audience. And they are off. I can't do this all separately, but they swoop through, some of them going over the arches, some of them going under. You get people passing each other left and right. It's crazy, doing barrel rolls. And then they come to a corner right here, and one of the bats that was going in first seems to have hit some of the rocks and stumbles a little bit. And the blue is coming up front and first, and then it's green and then red, and I can't keep up with this. They're all going forward. And it seems like, yes, it is green that passed. Green is the winner, followed by red, then blue, then yellow. I did a GR roll to see which of them was going to win. Just to let you know. Okay, so that's it. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like you won on this one.
Alright. In that case, we can head over to the casino for a bit, see if so-and-so is around.
Right on.
That's like Dave won.
Yeah, did Dave win? We can check in with him.
Did Dave win? Dave bet on blue and he lost as well, and so he was just as upset.
Damn.
Okay, so you guys want to head over to the casino?
Yep.
You got it. I don't have your tokens placed, but you enter in and there are just cheers and crying left and right. It seems like a lot of bustling activity happening in here and a whole lot to do. Let's see, who else is now here? Thorkal, Thaddeus. Yeah, gotta get you out of here. You enter, you see a bar, you see bunch of different games set up, and you also see lots of bodyguards. Yes, you do see the blonde boy right there. He seems to be playing. They don't have an age limit here. That said,
Close it down.
what would you like to do?
It seems like there's a human there at the bar, I believe. I'm gonna try to eavesdrop for a minute, just to see if any names come up. You might be talking to barkeep, what have. I'll do a perception roll for that. That's fine.
Yeah, sure.
There you go.
You do hear the barkeep here. She says, "Another shot for you, Mr. T." And she seems to be looking at this guy right here.
Good enough for me. Worst case scenario, we cause a political. So I'll give a nod at Klaus in particular. He seems a bit of an enforcer, and I'll come up and sit by him as well. Just casually be aggressive.
So he does kind of see you guys all coming up towards them, and he's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! What the hell, am I being surrounded now? What do you want?"
Do you happen to be Mr. Theodore Harrison?
That is me. Is this something I can help you with?
Oh, perhaps. And I'll put a hand on his thigh and just smile and say, I hear you might be someone that I'd be interested in talking to for lost, stolen, or missing items.
I'm not sure about lost, but the other two, yeah, I have my ways.
Isn't everything lost in some way or another?
Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, we could say that, sure. Hey, what's your name, sweet cheeks?
Hujing. Does he touch me?
He like puts his hand around your shoulder to try and like bring you close. Well, my friends, next shot's on me. What do you pick your poison? What do you take?
I will take, and I will grab his arm and kind of twist it behind him a bit, and then say the Gold Eaters.
Okay, opposing strength, so roll strength.
That's my best attempt. We'll see. I failed miserably. All right, someone else needs to get in here.
No, not a strength save, a strength check. So
I don't have. Oh, I do actually have proficiency, so it's -3. It's just if you want me to roll again, I can.
Oh shit!
Otherwise.
So he rolled pretty terribly too.
We both kind of flounder, I guess.
Whoa! And so he just ow! So you twist his arm a little bit. You get him into like kind of a bit of an arm bar. You've definitely got him locked or grappled in this position, and you say the Gold Eater sphere. And it's like, whoa! Keep it down, sweetie.
Perhaps we should go somewhere less public.
Perhaps, sure. Yeah, get the hell out of here. Thaddeus, I saw you walking around. Is there something that you wanted to do? You guys can see all the text, right, for what the games are?
Yep. Well, for now, Thaddeus was at the bar listening. But once things have calmed down, he's gonna put a gold on red at the roulette table.
All right. So, I don't know a way to show you guys, but I do have the roulette table on the Twitch stream. And so I'm using just roulettesimulator.info if there's something that you're wanting to do with that. And so what was the bet that you placed?
A gold on red.
Okay, so I will count 1 gold as 10 chips and just a gold on red. Let's see what happens. Spinning. What does it roll on? It gets the ball spins and it rolls onto a 22, which is black. You lose 10 gold. Or 1 gold. 1 gold.
One gold, yes. Okay.
Anything else?
That's it for now. Maybe I'll feel luckier later.
Tough luck, friends, says the Durlug in the green bandana. So, do you rejoin with the rest of the gang?
Yep.
You got it. Okay, so Theodore, he says, Come on, let's just go outside for a second. Let's get the hell out of here.
Alright, I'll accompany him outside.
I'm following closely behind.
Okay, so you step outside of the casino for a little bit, and I'm assuming that you're holding him in that lock the entire time.
Yeah, as best as I can. I'm not doing great, apparently, but ideally.
So he is, he's not really trying to resist since Thorkal and I'm going to say Tannis, but Klaus, you guys are sticking close by and acting as enforcement, so he effectively got jumped at this point. But he's just saying, like, you're making a mistake messing with the low hands.
Perhaps, but there are some things that are worth causing trouble for.
Alright, what do you want about the Gold Eater Sphere? I'm done with that contract. Paid and over.
Where has it gone to?
Like I should give out any client information.
If you're done with it, then it doesn't concern you.
Yeah, well, we have a little bit of a code at the low hands, and yeah, client confidentiality is kind of key, so I'm sorry. That's done and over with. Sorry if that was very dear and near to you, but these things happen, and money makes the world go round.
We find your client, they will be dead, and if they find us, we will be dead. Either way, there's nothing lost if you tell us, and if you don't tell us, then there is something quite sizable that could be lost, or perhaps in your case, not so sizable. And I'll just glance downwards.
Roll intimidation.
And I would like to help it. Does the client and your confidentiality thing extend to your health and safety?
Okay, just a second.
He's giving me an assist. I don't know if you do different.
And I would like to summon the longsword near his groin area.
Okay.
That was a
sure.
13
Roll again, Alamar.
Okay.
Oof.
I'm not
You suck at this.
I really do.
So he's gonna say, yeah, like that'll work. No, I'm sorry. Your flimsy little sword right here is a little too weak for what I got downstairs.
Oh, really?
It says.
I like bring it up uncomfortably close.
Like I said, you're gonna make a big mistake messing with the low hands. You can't scare me.
Do it. I will say audibly.
He is going to attempt to... actually, let's see. He's going to try and break free from your grapple. With a...
I'll just let him go and say, I promise I'm faster than you.
Oh, he didn't get that much.
Do you want me to do it?
And like, I'm also there, ready to grab him if he tries to break out.
So he's going to say to you, like, whether or not he breaks out, he's going to say, aren't you one of the monks from Kavir?
Yes.
I'd say it's very unlike your people to threaten and possibly maim an unarmed person.
But it's not unlike my people.
It's interesting what happens when you steal ancient and priceless artifacts that could cause damage to the entire world, let alone Kavir.
Okay, I'd say at this point roll another intimidation.
I'm not good at intimidating.
Wow.
Can I roll him as well? Because my sword is pretty close to his gonads.
Sure. Just don't suck. Okay, that's fine. Okay, moving this along then. He's gonna say, oh, fine, jeez. Just take that thing away. Fine, the guy's name is Doruk. He's, one of them guys from OEME. Kind of bit of darker skin. You'd probably be able to. You'll know him when you see him. He's got a falcon tattooed on his face. It's in white. He seemed more like a brute than anything. I didn't want to mess with that much. I didn't want to mess too much with that hulk of a man. But regardless, he came to me and he told me the details of exactly what was needed. He even gave me 4 of these kind of little discs to give to whoever I hired for the job. See, he said that it would summon the aid of his lord or whatever. I can't tell you about that. So I gave 3 of the discs to the girls that I hired, and I held on to 1 myself. My only stipulation was that the contract be paid out in platinum, of course, given what the artifact could do.
A smart man.
We didn't find any of those discs, did we?
No.
I want to look him up and down and generally see if like there's any noticeable piece of jewelry or anything that he...
Okay, give me a perception.
I'm doing creative rolls today.
So you are looking for jewelry, just
something distinctive that he has on him that I would be able to like commit to memory.
Sure. He's wearing better than average clothing from some of the other overworlders that you've seen, and he is wearing a few golden rings on his fingers. He has a golden necklace on as well. And he's got some nice fine leather boots. So he's put together pretty well, but in terms of a disc, you can't see one on his person as is.
That's fine. Now, I see that you have some very fine clothing. The downside of fine clothing that's so incarnate is that it can be very easily used as a beacon of sorts when trying to track a certain person. I'm sure you know this in your field. With that in mind, if we find out that anything doesn't line up, or perhaps we need more from you, we'll be in touch.
Okay. I told you all I know. I told you a little bit more than I was supposed to, but... yeah. Just let me go.
I don't have any other questions for him, unless anyone else.
He didn't say where he was.
OEME is where he's from.
OEME it's a country that's quite a bit away, so that's just where he's from. Like his ethnicity.
Yep. Did he tell us that he's here? Just give us a description of the guy and his name.
Yeah, that's all that he told you.
Okay.
I don't know if he's still here. I'm pretty sure that he bailed after he got that artifact.
So we don't necessarily know where he went. We do know the dude. We know that he has a falcon tattoo on his face.
Yep, a white falcon on his face.
Maybe others in the low hand might.
It's just me down here in the low hands. I'm the only one working on their behalf. Roll intelligence, just so I can give you a hint.
I'm at a solid 10, and I've been rolling poorly, but we'll see how this... Yep.
Oh my god, a solid 10. Someone else roll intelligence.
There we go.
Klaus. You just wondered more about this disc that he was talking about.
Could we see this disc? Because we apprehended the 3 women up top, and it wasn't on them.
What, so you want to see mine?
Yes.
Sure, I'll show you my disc. And just like reaches into his pants and okay.
I
they
keep a
reaches-
close eye on it so he just doesn't activate it or something.
But anyway, yeah, he reaches into his pocket and he says, "This is the thing. I have no idea what the hell it is or what it does." And it looks about the size of a hockey puck, and it seems to be wrapped in old-looking linings, like kind of like bandages. It got bandages wrapped all around it, and at the very top of, kind of like the top and center of this disc is, it kind of looks like a gold coin, and it has a little blue gem on top of the coin. But it's all like together in one thing, and so it's like it's mounted on top of the bandages. But yeah, that's kind of what it looks like.
There's no like identifying symbol. It's just the gold coin with the blue gem and the linen.
Yeah, it's bandages over a disc, and it's got the gold coin and the blue gem. That's kind of what you see. If you're looking for anything like a symbol, then it doesn't seem to have one.
Well, this looks like a piece of junk.
Sure, then give it back.
Oh, he gave it to me.
Can I?
Well,
can I
did
take a
you?
look at
Well,
it?
he was. I guess he was. Sure, we'll say that he. No, he didn't give it to you. He was holding it out with his hand, and you were looking at it. So he would then say instead, "Then let me keep it."
Hold on, may I take a look at it?
What do you want with it?
I'd like to do an Arcana check on it, so I want to see if it's magical.
Sure,
yeah,
Arcana
just
check.
See how it works.
Could Tond identify?
I'm
Sounds
rolling
okay.
horrible too.
Yeah, it's magical. Tond can definitely identify. I'm pretty sure that if he was here, that would be one of the first things that he would do. So he's going to just kind of touch it, and what's revealed is that it is a sort of summoning disc, and that when it is thrown, sort of like you would throw a frisbee, then wherever this disc lands is where something is summoned.
Great.
Seems like it will summon something, but I'm not sure what.
I don't know what Tond would do, but do we let him keep this?
We don't let him keep it, but I don't know that we use it either.
Well, maybe we hang on to it until we know more.
Sounds reasonable.
So are you going to steal this from him?
Yeah, we've already like kind of made a bad name for ourselves against the Lohans, so at this point, full
Remind me
commitment.
who the Lohans are again?
It's just a big
One of
old-
the
The
gangs.
Lohans is the Thieves Guild of Reyam. And from what any of you might know about the Lohans is I mean, they're not bad people. They're not like they're not like the Greyhands. They're not like VLL. Like they're not evil. They're just kind of thieves that are
Thieves.
wanting to make some money. And so, I mean, a lot of the members that might just be down on their luck and in a bad situation. But like, are they intrinsically evil and want to do evil things? No. That said,
I mean, hey, maybe if we get this back, then they can steal it again later, and then we're creating work for them. Maybe they won't hate us.
yeah. We'll see what happens, but this guy doesn't seem to like you guys too much now that you've jumped him and stolen his stuff and extorted him for information.
Now he knows what it feels like.
True. Yeah, I just want to keep. Let's say it could be useful. If you're sentimentally attached to it, then we will return it once we are done with it.
Whatever. Just let me go.
I, again, don't have anything else on that.
I poof away the longsword.
Okay. So out of all you guys, he just knows that he knows your faces and he knows Huojing's name. And so that might lead to something. But you did get information now about who the Gold Eater Sphere went to. And a little bit of information about his description and things that he said and an item that is associated with him. So at this point, what would you like to do? Do you want to head back into the casino, play some games? Do you want to head to the clubs? Do you want to go to the shops? What do you have to know?
So at this point, it sounds like the bogus. I don't think he's down here, but it was what I took away from that. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. So at this point, I'm just here to tag along with the party. So if they want to try to find Mr. Perry, I think that's the next kind of meme.
On our way back, we could ask the doorkeepers to our fort if a guy with a white falcon tattoo came like in or out.
Maybe. That would be fortuitous. I'm not sure how many exits out of here there are exactly.
Neither do I. We know one, and it's right through our fucking castle.
Okay, so I take it you guys all want to head to the club now.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Unless other people have something to do.
Connection to the server has been
Not really.
interrupted. Let's see what that was all about. Guess I just had a little bit of lag or something. Hold, please. Okay, sorry. It reloaded, and now I will move you over to the club.
It's Dave!
Yeah, there's a lot of Daves. I mean, that's just a kind of a
I can
token
see
that I use.
3 names.
Yeah, I know. Just pretend that you don't know them yet.
Okay.
But you enter into the casino, and it's a pretty bumpin' joint. They got a big bar. They got tables with food being served, and I need to find a way to turn down this music because it's a little loud. I think it's in the scene. Just a second. There we go. It's a pretty bumpin' joint. You guys are heading in. There's a band that's playing. You got people dancing on the floor, and yeah, of the Durlugs that are here, that are working here, they all seem to be wearing black bandanas, as you've been told. And you see this giant ogre guy who is acting as the bouncer.
Well, what's the plan of action? Do we just ask for Mr. Perry? What's our game plan?
Yeah, there's a lot that you would need to think about. Is what are we going to say to Mr. Perry?
Yeah.
We perhaps would want to barter closing down of operations for something you might want.
And what are we bartering with?
Our services.
I thought we wanted to give him an alternative somehow.
Well, our service could be, look, we're moving to the place, close down the thing, and we do a job for you. Equal trade. And I think the place is pretty fucking cleared out. Unless he wants to keep the entrance open, then we could start like charging a fee, and it's like a free passage.
It doesn't seem like an equal trade to me. It's like a one-time thing we could do versus a whole lifetime of profit for him.
Ish. I mean, how much is really left up there in the castle? or static.
Well, it's not really profitable if we kill everyone that comes through the entrance.
That's a threat.
I
mean, maybe our
recommend
job
you
is...
don't do that.
Don't do what?
Kill everyone who comes through.
That's how the kill squad gets sent out.
That's how we redirect the river to flood the place.
Good luck.
Yeah, we discussed this. It would take like fucking forever.
And they'll see you doing it.
Well, not if they're dead.
Try.
Captain Perry is actually talking into our minds right now.
Mr. Perry. Captain Rudy, Mr. Perry.
That's right.
Two different people.
Yep.
So, I don't know. What more could be said about this place? They got a bumpin' bar. You do overhear some people say, like, ordering, "Hey, get me another Lockney!" And you see at a table, one guy's eating some spaghetti and meatballs. But
Slightly purple.
yeah, they're slightly purple, and he says, "Oh, these are some great mep balls." Yeah, because the meat's made of mep meat. Spaghetti and meatballs. I don't know. So anyway, you hear all this. What do you do?
Should we find a table and discuss our plan of action, or do we just fuck it and go meet Mr. Perry?
I will schmooze until I see the party heading somewhere as a group. I'm just gonna kind of get to know some people.
I am trying to think of... No, okay. You weren't there. So you head over to this table right here?
Yeah, sure. If they seem welcomingly enough, I'll be like, "Hello, might I join a seat? Might I take..."
Both of them give you a stern look, and they raise an eyebrow when they're looking at you. They say nothing.
I'll take that as a no and move on then. I'm gonna continue trying to schmooze.
Okay. What are the rest of you guys doing? Just sitting at the entrance?
I mean, there's no open table, so I guess so, yeah.
And the kids up top there.
You didn't see that.
You
Didn't
get
see
a
what?
line of sight to do that.
You need line of
Better head
sight.
up there.
Do
Well,
you...
all the hit. I think we can just take these seats.
Yeah, that's fair.
That was a weird bug. Okay, so you guys are sitting at the bar. Thorkal, do you join them?
Oh,
So, at this point, Huojing, while you're kind of on the dance floor and you see these Durlogs dancing with these hot human babes, you see at the table to your left, all three of these people stand up and they start walking towards the bar.
Wait. Oscar.
They look
I
bad.
Was that the guy's name from the Golden Boys? Because one survived and he was... Fuck. I think it's either Seamus or Oscar, one of the survivors.
Are
Hey!
you guys about to have trouble? Oh no.
I don't know, I can't remember the fucker's name.
So you got these three guys that come up to you. And, sure enough, Oscar says as he comes up to you, "I don't know if you remember us, or me in particular, but I believe, Mr. Klaus, you have something that belongs to us."
Finders keepers, buddy.
Finders keepers. Yes, we found it, and so we intend to keep it. And then you see, so I see that you have some new friends with you now. Well, maybe they need a little bit of an introduction. We are the Goldies. We're first in everything. And while you...
No,
three...
last time you lost. So you're second.
Oh, we'll see if that'll change. But the Goldies, we're first in everything, and when the first competition for the blonde boy finding contest was over, we won first place. We won first place in everything. We're first at everything. And you guys got a few lucky strikes on us. But I was able to survive, and I was able to reform the Goldies stronger than ever. We've been training hard, and so I just offer you this one chance. Give us back the trophy, or you will suffer.
I look at the party. What's their take on this? Because Klaus is ready to go. Fuck those guys.
So
I'm so done with that shit. I'm just ignoring them. I'm just the bar.
So, the woman among them, you see that she looks pretty buff, and she's just clad in plate mail, and she's got a big sword, a long sword and shield on her, and she's just, come on, Oscar, can we just, like, beat them up or something? And then this guy, Seamus, he says, yeah, we should totally take him out. He just makes animal noises.
At some point, I wanted to approach, and acting as drunk as I possibly can act, though I'm not very good of an actor.
Give a performance check.
There you go.
That's pretty good.
I approach, acting drunk, Eliana, whose name I don't actually know in character, and say, "Oh my god, I love your hair."
Oh, thanks. It takes a little bit to you know, keep it together every morning, but it's totally worth it.
And I just want to keep this conversation going so that she is distracted from everything else that's going on for the time.
So Oscar asks, he says again, so then, I tell you, either you give us back the trophy, or we have some trouble now.
We don't have the trophy anymore.
Roll deception, Thaddeus.
Yep.
We melted it
We sold it, yeah.
and made it new. I mean, gold's valuable.
It is.
He doesn't believe that for a second. I can see right through that. You do still have it on you. I know that you wouldn't give it up. Stolen right from us. Slain my 2 members.
Hey, you attacked us. Self-defense.
You were aiding a criminal.
No, we weren't.
You absolutely were. You were aiding that criminal Morris.
Who?
Mars.
Don't play dumb.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Morris
We were just
Tovan.
leading a buddy. And then you attacked us in the forest.
Oh, so Morris was your buddy then, aiding a criminal friend. And then you stole our trophy from us.
Spoils of war.
A war that didn't need to happen at all. A war where you took 2 innocent lives. God, you make me sick.
Yes, you attacked us. We defended ourselves. You lost 2 companions. And now you're back with 2 more. Do we need to repeat this process?
I think
You
we
should
do
know-
at this point.
Your companions should know what happened to the last companions that they had, that we encountered.
Are you sure you want to risk your lives for this guy
He's not a very good teammate.
who ran away like a coward?
So, Eliana and Seamus, they don't seem to be, like, too phased by this. Eliana's also just, like, talking about her hair to Hojing. But, yeah, so if you guys want to fight, you can draw your weapons.
Klaus knows that to fight a starter in a bar, like, the bouncers would just kick your fucking ass and throw you out.
Yeah.
So he's not gonna draw a weapon.
Yep.
So where do you want this to happen, Mr. Klaus?
Well, we're here enjoying ourselves, so either wait or attack. I don't give a shit.
Oh, you're pinning it on them to attack first.
Yeah, I'm waiting. If they attack, like, we did nothing, they attacked us, the bouncer will be on their ass.
Let's see what he has. He is going to... Let's see. He is going to cast Suggestion on you. And he's gonna say, it's time for us to go outside and have a fight. So,
Suggestion on who?
on you, Klaus. And
What am I rolling?
it is a wisdom saving throw.
17.
You make it.
No, how about you go outside and roll in the mud?
I'm gonna get my trophy back, Klaus. And then he just draws his weapon at that point. And then the bouncer, he does look that way. No fighting in here! I got my eye
I
on you,
smirk at
Klaus.
Oscar.
I got my eye on you, Klaus. I got my eye on you. You can't hide in here forever.
Yes, you have one eye. I have both my eyes on you. Bye.
So, okay, you pissed him off royally, and they all leave.
Oh,
She did have cute hair, though.
She did. She did have very cute hair. Okay, so with that, you've kind of dispelled the situation for the time being. But there will probably be a fight the second you step out of the...
Yeah, probably.
unless we go out the window.
Unless I turn invisible and just walk out, so they see shit.
I mean, really, we're getting ahead of ourselves. We might never leave. Mr. Barry might just want to kill us. So.
Yes. Speaking of which, what's our plan?
Well, if he has another way out of this place, like our pass, we could offer our services to clear that pass for him and just block off ours.
I mean, it might be kind of nice to have it passed down to the underdark, so long as no one's using it to steal stuff.
Yeah, but then some wise ass schmuck could just come up and trying to steal shit from us.
If we get on his good side, that wouldn't happen. He'd enforce that no schmuck came around.
I mean, they just have to pay the fee and they can go through.
That's the current arrangement. That's what we have to change.
I think we could offer our services and clear another path for him. That's what I got. And I mean, we just lock the door until we need to like go to the Underdark for something. If this
Landon,
goes
do we know of any alternative profitable areas that connect to the Underdark?
No.
no.
Okay, just check. So our strategy here is to convince him that our palace is now dry of resources, and
Yep. We're the new owners. We would like for him to take his business elsewhere, and if we can help in that process, we will.
right, we're happy to provide our services to expedite and aid in his transition to a new.
Yeah. To a new locale.
Or generally some other job.
Yeah.
I guess
Okay.
that's probably what we'll go with.
Okay. Well, if you can't tell easily, the entrance to his place is up here.
Yeah, we're the
His
big
office.
another. The other one.
Before we go, I'm gonna call the bartender over.
Yeah, what do you want?
Yeah, can I have an ale? And a question, an answer, an ale and an answer, maybe.
Ale and an answer. Sure. Ale will be a silver. And an answer? Well, let's see how much that costs.
Yeah, well, I just want to know about your boss.
About Mr. Perry?
Yeah. Is he a reasonable guy? What is he like?
Mr. Perry's all business, I can tell you that. If he wants something done, he gets it done by any means. Whatever it takes.
Real business? What's his business?
His business? Well, he's got the bar here, and he's got a couple ventures that he's been working on. I'm not too privy to that. I just kind of stick to the bar work here.
Alright, I'll take the day to go.
An ale to go. Okay,
Yeah.
sure. That's a... I don't know how to do that, but I'm not letting you take one of my cups.
How much is the cup? I'll pay for that too.
Do you perhaps have a beer bong?
A beer bong?
You can
Bottle.
do it right now.
You want to do
Just
a
buy
beer
the whole
bong?
ale bottle.
Hell yeah.
I'll take the bottle,
Yeah, they'll do the bottle. Okay. If you just want the whole bottle, it'll be, yeah, five silver.
Got it.
And
Yeah,
they've
I'll
got
take the bottle.
Captain Rudy's Special Reserve. Get a big old bottle of Captain Rudy's Special Reserve.
Got it. 5 silver.
Right on. There's no
Calm
Yeah,
your
I
nerves,
know.
Thaddeus.
What's that?
Calm your nerves, Thaddeus.
Yeah, well, I don't do well with big, intimidating people who are raiding our house.
You also don't do well while being drunk.
I don't talk about that anymore.
Yeah. Just
I am
not too
looking
much.
forward to this.
And yeah, I'll take the bottle and I'm ready to go.
Okay. Thorkal, do you do anything?
Nope.
Okay. And Tond will just kind of follow behind you guys. You guys pass by and you see the band, or rather like the guitarist, he just kind of shoots you a look while you're passing by. But sure enough, you get to the steps that lead up to Mr. Perry's office. And there's a Durlug, he just looking at you pretty sharply. What do you want?
We have a business venture to talk to with Mr. Perry about.
I'm kind of staying a couple steps back. Yeah, this goes back, by the way.
Who are you?
But
It's concerning the passage to Orlane.
And you are?
An interested party.
An interested party in Mr. Perry's venture?
Yes.
Just one moment. So he'll kind of go into the office. You wait a little bit, and then he comes back. Says, "Well, you caught him at a good time. He's in between meetings. I'll give you a little bit of chance, but I've got my eye on you. Why don't you head on up?"
Sure. Lead the way.
He leads the way up. And you head into Mr. Perry's office.
hey, look, a mirror.
There's his handout. So you do see a man kind of as is in the picture. He's got a big scar across one of his eyes. His skin is very pale. He's got jet black hair. He's wearing a nice suit, and kind of on the mantle behind him, he does have a very nice sword that he has mounted, or just sitting there. So, I hear that, no, I need to give him a different voice than the one I've been giving for, like, everyone. So, I hear you're interested in one of my ventures.
Correct.
Who are you?
We heard you're a businessman, So I'll get straight to the point.
Is it not that obvious? Yes, I own one of the most successful clubs in the Underdark.
I raise my bottle. Hey.
We are the current owners of Orlane and the surrounding area. And we would like for you to stop sending scavengers up through there. And we would like to offer our services if you have a venture in motion that could help speed up the process.
Why should I entertain this? Why should I humor this idea?
What class means is that our Orlane has recently been sucked dry of resources. It's no longer valuable to you.
Is that
But it's
so?
awfully inconvenient to have extra scavengers trying to pick the remains. So we'd like to offer a trade.
Well, here's the thing. You're wanting me to shut down a new trade route that's kind of been opened up. I'm not sure how easily I would be willing to do that. You see, it's a very potential revenue stream that I have. Yeah, sure, we have this venture going on now where we scavenge whatever place is up there. If that's your place, then that's very unfortunate. Just the way the world goes sometimes. But what happens beyond then? That's what I am having my eye on. Just having a trade route that's completely under my control. So maybe the people who are holding up outside your place, maybe they may turn into a little bit of a checkpoint. You know, kind of a toll road. And that's something that wouldn't change at all, scavengers or not. It's a prime state leading up to Nagaf.
Are there no other routes?
Oh sure,
Just that
there's
one?
lots of lots of routes, but this is a nice route. It's one of the quickest routes to Mendes from the overworld.
Shit.
But yeah, so I mean, it's a really safe route, and people seem to like it quite a bit.
Not safe. On the way down here, we had to fight off spider shits, these hook chickens, and a few trolls. So, no, not safe.
It seems like it's become pretty dangerous in recent days.
Oh, by the way, Hojing, you do see a hand mirror on his desk.
Okay.
If that wasn't clear.
Um,
And he was
this
looking
point-
at him. He was looking at himself in the mirror, when you guys came up, just like fixing his hair and shit.
okay.
So when you say all this, Klaus, he just kind of squints his eyes. He looks at you to see if you're being truthful, and
Don't believe me? I just pull out the fucking hook chicken arms.
you already sold those.
I sold one. I cut off 3.
Oh, okay. So you pull that out, and so, like, he says, you don't need to show me. I already know that you're telling the truth. I guess I just don't understand why that would happen.
Perhaps this would be an opportunity for an exchange of services. If your interest is mainly in keeping a toll road open, that's something we could be open to. Our main concern is with scavengers, is it not? And I'll shoot a glance at everyone.
Yes, and as a toll road, perhaps a percentage of the toll.
So just kind of OOC, you would still have people coming in and out of your fortress. Right from the center of it.
The people can keep coming as long as they don't take our shit.
Okay. So, does anything need to happen now? I mean, you say that there's nothing more there anymore, and I can tell your friend is clearly lying. If you guys just moved in there, then your stuff is all there too, and so...
Yes, we would like to start rebuilding the place, but if there's gonna be random ass people just walking in and stealing the shit when just we build it back up. We would like to avoid that.
Sure. But I guess I'm just a little bit caught up now on what you're saying about how the roads are dangerous. Do you have any more information about what that may all be about?
We know that the Durlugs that we had ran into that had recently encountered a cave-in and we helped save them, they said that the Ray is usually safe, but perhaps we could meet up back with them and they may have been able to investigate.
Okay. Thorkal, I need you to roll me intelligence. Oh, what were you saying?
We also found some dead Duragar with what looked like woodcutting tools. I don't know if that's important. One of your people?
God, you just never know what they're gonna do next. I think I have a pretty good idea of what may be causing this road to now be dangerous. The Duragar, they've been leaving their settlement of Tannis for... It seems that they've just been doing a little bit of too much deforestation. And that may be driving some of the creatures from the south up north. And that makes perfect sense to me now. You want to offer me my services? Sure. You can do it. Head down to Tannis. See if you can get these Duragar to stop deforesting everything. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they've made. It's probably something unimaginable. But that is my proposal. I'll rub your back if you rub mine. Go take care of the Duragar.
And we get, for clarity?
I'll see if we can get the boys outside your place to stop offering scavenging services.
If it's a trade route you want, we can approve that, but just no more stealing would be appreciated.
Okay. We'll see what happens. This is all going to be dependent on what you report back to me, but I'll be waiting. And you should know that I'm not the person that you would want to double cross. So, I want you guys all to make a perception check at this point.
Coolio.
Actually, Thaddeus, you do it with advantage.
Well, Hujang already got a natural 20. And so did I.
Nice.
On the advantage.
So, Klaus, you got a 10. Oh,
That's a performance.
Okay, perception, you got it. So you guys all straight up notice it, that on the sword that he has mounted at the pommel, and just to show you in the picture, because it is visible in the picture too, in the pommel, there is a rule stone.
In the palm of the sword.
Yeah, it's in the pommel of the sword that he has mounted as a rule stone. Just a little something that you noticed.
That's a mighty interesting stone you got there.
Yeah, it's caused quite a bit of fuss in the overworld. Glad I'm not part of that.
It has.
Hear much about it?
I know enough. Where are you going to be on your way? I have meetings to get to now.
We'll try to be as swift as possible.
I would
And I'll
appreciate that.
get up to leave.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Was I the one that's sitting?
I wasn't sitting.
I was standing behind a chair, my hands kind of clasping the back of the chair.
There usually aren't enough chairs for me, so I just stand.
So the bouncer who led you guys up, he ushers you all out, then he takes his spot again in front of the stairs. Pushes you out, Thaddeus, forcefully. Anything else you guys want to do here?
As we're leaving,
No.
I'm gonna, if we're opening a trade route in the middle of our fortress, we're gonna need to build a gate of sorts, some new defenses to usher them through. Control
Well,
point.
see,
Can't
the
just have them
entrance is
roaming free.
below the hill, so we just point them left or right and have nothing of importance along the road.
We need to build more walls on those hills.
Yep.
Towers. Perhaps just a small keeper and a small wooden palisade around the entrance of the gate.
I mean, at some point we're gonna have to hire guards because we're not gonna be there 24/7. We could have like a tryout. You could wrestle the guards, see who's worthy. I don't know how this thing works.
And also, keep in mind, what are the other lords of Nagaf and Sathir going to think of when they come to Orlane and they see this passage?
If they want to
Is that
spend the
something likely to
resources
happen?
trying to close this off, then they can spend those resources.
Yeah,
but
if
that,
they want to wage war with a whole fucking town on with the Underdark, go for it.
that's their prerogative.
Yeah.
We can report that situation, and if they want to do something with it, that's wonderful.
Yeah, and I
Or
also left
maybe
Luke a letter stating that
More
where we've gone.
ambitious lords might want to profit off it.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, cool. Aren't
So-
you guys good? But
I mean,
Neutral.
there's only so much that can be done, and even like before like throwing your lives away. Right? Ideally, we maybe do close this so that the Underdark isn't accessible. And
Wait,
vice versa.
was the
but-
Underdark being accessible a bad thing?
I mean, it'd be a good thing if it wasn't, because right now these creatures, other creatures, could come to the surface, and that's problematic. But
Oh, grimy, but we haven't seen anything too bad.
I mean, the things that we were fighting on our way down are things that would kill many commoners and even regular guards and stuff.
And also, if the passageway wasn't closed, they probably would have made their way up.
Yeah, and
Well,
who
like-
knows what their ultimate motive is, right? Even within these people that are kind of fine.
I suppose it's in our best interest to deal with that problem down here then.
Maybe
Also-
eventually, but again, like, we'd be throwing our lives away.
Also, guys, just as a reminder, the moment we leave this place, we're gonna get attacked.
I'm ultra selfing on my way out.
I want to go first, just so that, like, I was friends with, Leanna. Is that
Yeah,
what-
you were there the last time we attacked them. Neither was Taunt. And I can turn 2 people invisible.
I
I
can
mean,
ultra
myself
self.
and someone else.
Oh no, it wasn't self. This guy's self.
I will go out first, regardless.
okay, so while you guys are starting to head out of the club now, and I'll just put you on this scene now. We've been playing for about hour 40 minutes, so let's all have a 10-minute break. If
Sure.
that sounds good. Okay, we'll see you in 10 minutes. It'll be 20 after. The DM has gone mad with power.
What?
The DM has gone mad with power. You are forced to push to talk. I just saw your Discord message.
Yeah, mine's on queue. So every time I push, like, just goes on forever.
I have mine on /.
Mine's on mouse 4.
So the next session's on the 22nd, where Thaddeus won't be.
Yes, I will not be there on the 22nd.
Yeah. Okay, is everyone back?
Yup.
I need to see what Tand has. Okay, we'll see. I'm just gonna play by ear with Tand. And if you guys have any suggestions over what I do for Tand, then I will take them. So if you guys are all back at this point, right outside of the club, sure enough, you see these guys waiting for you, and their weapons are drawn.
I was gonna wait to see what they do with Hua Jing and kind of stay behind.
Oh,
And I was going to disguise self before I went out.
they are all going to grab Hua Jing.
Hello!
So, I need you to roll opposing strength check. Just do strength check 3 times.
If it's to grapple, she can do acrobatics.
That's not horrible.
And those are also actually saving throws, so -3 to all of them.
Oof.
Okay. I think Oscar got you.
The bard?
Yeah, the bard.
Oh man.
So, Oscar, how has he got that +1? How does he have a plus?
Doesn't matter. It's
Jack of
not-
all trades, probably.
Oh, yeah, jack of all trades. You're right. Okay, yeah, you're right. So Oscar, he grabs you, and the other two they assist, and they just like pull you out, kind of just into the streets, and just like, let's wait for your friends to get out here, and then we'll let you go, and we'll have our little bout.
Well, fuck it then. Klaus just walks out.
Okay, well, I actually am still gonna disguise self. As one of the patrons of the bar.
As like a Durlug?
There were a few humans in there.
Yeah, one of the non-Durlog human-sized people.
Okay. So one of the humanoids, you will disguise yourself as him? Sure.
Yeah, and then sort of walk out. And
They-
hopefully get into an... yeah. I guess I don't know. Yeah, here we go.
So you guys
Get
all,
in an advantageous position, you mean?
That's basically what I'm...
you guys all find yourself at the docks now. There's little groups of Durlugs that are hanging out together with each other. They don't seem like, I mean, they're not part of this at all. But
Does it look like they just don't care? Like it's not their problem?
yeah, they don't care about this. It's not their problem. I mean, if you guys do start to fight, they'll probably run. But that's kind of it. And so they just let Huojing go at this point, and they say, "Okay, let's get started then." And
Klaus raises his voice. Gentlemen, there's about to be a fight. If you don't want to get involved, back away.
so this one just like picks up his map and just like they
Oh my
skedaddle.
god.
Oh, please wait, friends. I wouldn't want to ruin your hair. After all, you've spent so long to take care of it. We've actually just received a task from Mr. Perry. You wouldn't wish to delay one of his workers, would you?
Just no. And the way that we can take care of all this is you just give us the cup. You just give us a first place trophy, and everything will be fine, and you won't be hurt on your way to help him.
I quite frankly have no idea what you're talking about, and I will smile.
Maybe not you, but your friends over here. I need to stop giving them all the
time,
Durlug voice.
as a random person, I'm just kind of going away. I'm gonna stop looking at the boat from over here.
Okay. Well, I mean, they spread out at this point, and so I do need you guys all to... They are going to attack, and so at this point, Thaddeus, right there, I do need you guys to all roll initiative.
Could I have taken like 10 feet to like this direction?
Sure, yeah.
Thing again. My initial initiative was a 17, so I'm changing that. Will let me? Okay.
Encounter music. What would be good encounter music? I've got anime fight music. I've got arena music. Regular. I got Breath
I
of Fire
really just
3.
want to cast darkness.
I can't see without my glasses.
My glasses. Okay.
Well, you won't be able to see in the darkness either way, so...
Sorting descending. Okay. So Oscar says, Wait. You seem to have all forgotten something about the Goldies. And he uses his feet. Goldies go first. And they all jump to the top of their turn order. As has happened in the past.
You.
Yep. Huojing wasn't there for this. There was Tone, but he's not here.
So you're not surprised by this. But Oscar, he goes first. So what he's going to do, he's going to take a few steps over here. And actually, let's see. Oh shit. I think he might just do that. Oh, it's not no, he'll do that. He is going to cast Hypnotic Pattern on you guys.
I have that as well.
Yep.
Thaddeus
so
is
30
currently
foot.
disguised.
Yeah, you it wouldn't hit Thaddeus. It would hit
Cool.
the 4 of you guys though. And so you need to make a wisdom saving throw. Tand fails. Oh jeez. You all fail. You're all dazed in a hypnotic pattern. And
What about Tond?
yeah, Tom
Oh,
failed.
Tond also
He
failed.
got the 2. They become charmed. When it's charmed, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0. It ends for an affected creature if it takes any damage or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor. So, that said, that's going to be... He's going to give inspiration to Eliana, and he's going to end his turn. Eliana's just going to sit right there and just give a little nod to Oscar and ready an action to attack you guys. And so she's gonna sit there, and Seamus, he is going to conjure. What did I say he was going to conjure? He was going to conjure 2. What is it? I think it was conjure animal, so you get 2 of challenge rating 1, and I think the saber-toothed tiger is CR1. Give me the saber-toothed tiger.
CR2.
Oh, it's CR2? Never mind.
Yep.
I have in my notes somewhere of what he summons.
I mean, if it's
Shit.
1 saber-tooth tiger, he can do 1.
Just for time's sake, I'll say that. He summons out a saber-toothed tiger.
Oh my god.
He puts
Yep,
it.
it's a large beast.
He summons it right there. He's gonna take a few steps, kind of towards Oscar as well, and he doesn't really need to do a bonus action, so he's just gonna end his turn. Hojing, you are incapacitated. Thaddeus, you are not incapacitated.
Okay.
You are disguised, though.
Disguised. I'm going to ready an action. I'm going to go over here as if I'm like a little worried about this and like as if I'm running away. But I'm going to ready an action for if, let's say, either of these two actually attacks our friend.
So to tell you about hypnotic pattern, it is concentration, and so if you hit Oscar and it drops for him, then they're woken up.
Oh, I did not know that. Thank you.
Same as the druid is also concentrating on conjure animals, so if he fails, he also lose the saber-tooth tiger.
Okay, what's concentration check against?
Constitution.
Oh yeah, Constitution, just kind of like you would.
And it's like a DC 10 by default, or if you deal a lot of damage, then it changes.
It's half the damage, and if half of that damage is lower than 10, the DC is 10. If it's more than 10, it's...
So I want to do as
whatever,
much damage
half
as
the
I can
damages.
to that.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay,
So,
that's fair.
I mean, if
That
you want to
kinda
shatter them,
Well, I was trying to figure out between Shatter and Lightning Bolt. So Shatter does 3d8, Lightning Bolt does 8d6, which is a lot on a third save.
The base
So-
damage of Lightning Bolt is 30-ish.
And they are... where was I before? I moved a little bit. Was I there, or was I like there?
I think you were like here.
You're like
I'm not completely sure.
I thought it was maybe one more square, but... Basically, I was trying to figure out if I could get in to line up with them, but my movement's only 30. So...
I mean, you could do diagonal now, and then does that not hit both?
Does that work? Diagonal?
I'll say that it works.
Well, hold on. If diagonal works, can I get all three of them?
That's a landing question.
It wouldn't. You wouldn't be able
Okay.
to.
So I'll settle with the two if that's possible, and then you cast Lightning Bolt.
Okay. So their DC
So-
would be 11.
15?
If they...
Yeah.
Okay,
DC
15.
11 con
So
save.
Oscar makes a dex check first. Oscar passes, and Seamus. Let's see if Seamus passes. Seamus does not pass, so he has the DC of 11. He holds, and Oscar. He passed, but the DC was 10, and so he still holds. Yeah,
Okay.
that was. So let's see. Seamus, he takes 22, and Oscar takes 11.
Okay, I guess that's my turn. I'm gonna take my movement to move a little bit further away.
Okay. Let's see. It's Tond, he's incapacitated. Klaus, you're incapacitated. Thorkal, you're incapacitated. Back to Oscar. And Oscar is going to... He's just gonna kind of give like a little chuckle, and he's gonna say, enough of this. And he's going to drop Hypnotic Pattern and cast Polymorph onto Eliana. And just out of fucking nowhere, you guys now see... Let me just get her token out of the way.
If it was me, I know what I would turn her into. I want to see if Ladder has the same thought process. Because I've read shit with polymorph before.
You see this giant lizard-like creature appear. And because she was holding her action, now that you guys are in range of her, she is going to attack. The T-Rex has 2 attacks, and so it is going to make 1 against Thorkal with its bite. And is that going to automatically hit or no? It's incapacitated. So
Yeah, but he dropped
He
it.
dropped it, didn't he?
oh yeah, he dropped it. Okay, so never mind about that. Sorry. Yeah, so it's not an advantage or anything. It's just regular. So 1 attack against Thorkal, and let me just kill this from you guys. Thank you for reminding me of that. That would have been uglier than it was supposed to be. Bite attack against Thorkal. You see this giant lizard now coming in to attack you. Does a 16 hit. Thorkal?
Oh, yeah, just barely, yeah. Sorry, I forgot I pushed the talk.
Yep. So he's going to bite you for 27 piercing damage. And you are grappled. You are, until this grapple ends, the target is restrained and they can't bite another target. So you are now grappled by it. And now he's going to make a tail attack against Ho Jing. A 27 is more than likely going to hit
Yeah, it's a hit.
and deal 23 bludgeoning damage. And
Oh
so
my god.
after that, Oscar is going to say, "You should have just given us the trophy. Give us the trophy and it'll all be over." And then it goes to Eliana's move. That was her reaction, so she's going to make another attack. Another bite on Thorkal. 16 is gonna hit again, so another 26 piercing damage. Holy shit. And another tail on Ho Jing. 22 is going to hit,
Yep.
and that's a 16, which... Oh boy.
Oh boy.
It's gonna go on to Seamus now, who is going to attack Klaus with his saber-toothed tiger. The saber-toothed tiger just has, it looks like, one attack. Is going to claw at you. Is that 18 hit?
19.
19. It's
One off.
You see this giant cat just kind of lunge towards you.
Put the shield in its mouth.
Yeah. So the shield just, I mean, it didn't try and bite you. It tried to swipe, and so you're able to block its paw attack against you with your shield, and you take no damage. Going on to Ho Jing, please whisper me a death saving throw.
I will get to that. I need to remember how to.
Do we actually have the trophy?
You do.
No. Do
No,
we?
we melted it
Yeah,
down.
you put it in
We
your
melted
bag
it
of
down,
holding.
Got rid of it.
You put it in your bag of holding.
Because it's not in the party inventory.
I'm gonna say you do have it.
It's not in the bag of holding either. Because I keep track of what's in the bag of holding.
I just think
So
remember
we probably
us
melted it
having it
down.
melted down.
No, you didn't melt it down.
Why not?
Oh look, there it is.
There you go.
Okay, thank you. And next up is Thaddeus. You see a T-Rex. and a
Oh,
saber-toothed
shit.
tiger.
T-Rex. I'm going to try do a shatter on the same two people.
Okay.
It has thunder damage, 10-foot radius. So it should be able to reach both.
Absolutely. Yep.
And it's 60 feet, and I'm currently 60 feet from them.
Okay, give me a roll.
Yeah.
Do they have to make dex saves?
Yeah,
saves.
Con.
Con save to, yeah.
Oscar fails and Seamus passes. So Oscar is going to take 11 damage. And he's going to roll con save. And it drops.
T-Rex is gone.
The T-Rex
God.
is gone. And for Seamus, he's going to take 6 damage. And he's going to roll
He has to roll
con
above
save.
a 10
And
up.
he holds his saber-toothed tiger. Okay. Good job dropping the T-Rex.
Yeah, no shit. Okay, I'm gonna stop walking this way. Actually, no. I'm gonna stay. I changed my mind. Tond.
Okay, going on to Tond. Tond is still up. He's a little bit taken back seeing a creature that he's never seen before. And he is going to try and... What should he do? Oh, what should Tond do? Oh, Thorkal, you're looking pretty beat up.
Yep.
Shit.
Tond should try to revive Hojang. Medicine check Hojang.
He will do that. He'll be able to go right here and use Cure Wounds on Ho Jing. Ho Jing, he did an alright roll, but you stand up with 10 hit points. Congratulations. Okay, so that is what he does for you, and anything else, he doesn't really have a bonus action. Going on to Klaus now. You have the bag of holding with the trophy in it.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can
shit,
tell
returning.
already he's not gonna do that.
Returning the favor, huh?
Yep, and bonus action. Hexblade's curse on Oscar.
Oh, damn. Okay. So what do they have to roll? Wisdom?
No, it's a curse.
I know, for the hypnotic pattern.
It's darkness.
Oh, it's darkness? Okay. Alright, so they are covered in darkness now.
And that's my turn.
How does darkness work?
It's just
It's 15 feet of just pure pitch black.
So you put darkness in that area.
I did. And I can
Okay.
see in it.
You can see in it. You motherfucker.
yeah.
Holy shit, okay.
Thorkal, it is your turn. You are pretty beat up, but you're still up. What do you do? Push to talk.
Oh, right. I keep forgetting about that. Yes, I'm gonna rage first, because, yeah. And then there's this giant saber-tooth type next to me, so... that...
If you attack Eliana, you're still within the 5 feet of the tiger.
Yeah, and the tiger might be unsummoned.
Okay, yeah,
Because-
that's fair. So, yeah. Okay, so I'll step here, then I'll attack Eliana, I guess. Cool. What? No.
The best part is it's right now it's on Klaus to give the trophy back, and I think he's the person least likely to give the trophy back.
And those are my 2 attacks on Eliana.
The second one does not hit.
Cool.
Okay, you
And that's the end of my turn.
got it. It is now Oscar's turn, and Oscar is going to do. He is going to cast Dispel Magic and get rid of the darkness.
Motherfucker.
And he's just gonna give a look at you. Klaus, it's not gonna work that way. And then he's going to give inspiration to Seamus and end his turn. Eliana, she is going to... she
Klaus,
has
you
her-
couldn't have not gone in between the two of them so I can keep doing AoEs against them?
Go for it. I'll take it.
God damn it.
So Eliana is going to attack Thorkal. So it is a one-hand
Please, man.
slash, and a 17 is probably going to hit.
Yep, it does.
So that deals 11, which is rounds up to 6.
I assume Thorkal's down.
Thorkal would be down with that, yeah. She's going to then go up to Hojing and take another attack. With an 18,
It's a hit.
that deals 12.
Now I'm down again. At 0 this time, though.
Down again, and she is going to action surge.
God damn.
I'll do an athletics check to see if she gets so. Oh shit! We'll say that she
I think
stumbles
she
and
falls.
falls. She tried to jump over this little wall here, but she kind of tripped on it, and she got her footing, but now she's kind of in the sand, and she needs to stand up. Her action will be to climb up, which will be... she's halfway up. She's kind of hanging on there now. But she wanted to get in between Klaus and Seamus. Speaking of Seamus, Seamus is going to have the saber-toothed tiger Gonna let Tand get an attack of opportunity off. With a hand axe that will hit. For 5. And actually, this thing should have more hit points. Because he's got something, but let's see. 5, 10, 15, and it needs to charge 20 feet straight, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. So it just like runs back and it starts to charge, and then it leaps on to Tand. And then it makes a claw attack with that, and it just totally whiffs. Because Tand is just so tiny, so it tries to pounce onto Tom, but it's straight up misses. And now for Seamus. Seamus is going to... Let's see. Seamus is going to cast Blight on Klaus. Dealing... roll a con saving throw, and you take 30 necrotic damage.
Klaus, you might want to just give them the trophy.
Just give it up. And now, Holjing, I need you to roll a death saving throw. I'll say that you're reset. Thank you. Thaddeus, it is your turn.
So yeah, I take my turn to say, Klaus, just consider giving the trophy, and then I'm gonna move over here. 25 feet. I think that was there. Can I make it in less? Yeah, I'll do it here. And then I think I can lightning from that. Let's see. Like that. And you said she was kind of starting to climb up. Would that count?
Your lightning bolts?
Yeah.
I'll say so, yeah, sure.
Starting to climb up? Okay.
Sure. Nice damage. Eliana fails, and Oscar succeeds. Oscar takes 14, and Eliana takes 28. Boom. Alright, it's Tan's turn, and
I use bonus action to use some sorcery points to get my spell slot back. And then I'm gonna move another 5 feet away.
okay. Tand is going to position himself here, and he wants to get... Let's see. He wants to get Hojing up again, because he thinks that Hojing might be able to help with stabilizing. Unless you guys think that there's something better you could do.
Probably not.
Doesn't he have the healing draught?
He does have the healing drop, but that would take an action, and... Let's see if I can pull up the healing draught. Alchemical formula? No, he doesn't have it. He doesn't have the text for it right now, but essentially that would give a healing draught to someone for them to drink. But in any case, he's going to cure wounds on Hojing again. And Hojing, you stand up with 9 hit points.
Alright.
Tand is going to end his turn, staring down a big old tiger boy. And it goes to Klaus, followed by Thorkal.
I'll cast Hypnotic Pattern on those 3, see what happens, and I might start taking out the trophy.
You cast Hypnotic Pattern on everyone here?
Yep.
So that would potentially affect yourself as well. And so if
well,
it
if
does,
I know I'm casting it, can I look down? Because it says who sees the pattern. Because I know I'm casting, I'm just looking down.
I'm going to say that it's going to affect you. It's
like
it's a
close
cube.
your eyes.
It's a cube, and each creature who's in the area, so that would affect you. So basically what would happen is...
It appears for a moment and vanishes, so I can just close my eyes and cast it.
I gotta play fair and rule that you can't just kamikaze in and have it work. I'll say
Fuck it,
that...
I'll flashback myself. Let's do this.
Yeah, so that's what I would say is flash banging, and if it doesn't go off, and then they'll all be incapacitated there. But if it does, if you don't save, then nothing will happen. So essentially, nothing happens. You rolled hypnotic pattern, and everyone may have gone incapacitated, but you did as well, and so nothing happened.
Yeah.
But wait, wouldn't they also have saves?
But it would.
But
It's concentration.
his concentration broke as soon as it worked on him, so then it would break.
I guess
Fair.
that depends on how you do the order, but I guess that makes...
Yeah, I mean, they would be standing there, like in amazement. They wouldn't drop prone or anything. They would just kind of be standing there, charmed. So hypnotic pattern doesn't go off. Do you do anything else?
I'll start taking out the trophy.
That'll be your item interaction.
Yep.
Do you have it in your hand?
It's in the bag holding, so I'll take it out.
Okay. Thorkal, your turn. Give me a dust saving throw, please.
Cool.
Okay, thank you. And now it is Oscar's turn, and he's just gonna walk up to you, Klaus. And if you have the trophy in your hand, he's gonna take it away from you. And then he is going to say, "Now get the hell out of here." And if you decide to follow through with that, then they will leave. But they are all holding their arms now. And Seamus has told his saber-toothed tiger to stand down. So, Eliana, yeah, standing down. Seamus standing down. Wojing, do you comply with this, or do you try anything? Wojing?
I am gonna come over and try to help out.
Had a medicine check on Thorkal?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Thaddeus.
Okay, give it. Yep, and he's stabilized. And then on to Thaddeus.
I'm gonna ready an action to lightning bolt if anyone attacks.
Okay,
And it will be lightning bolt to these two. Like that.
got it. Tand is going to cure wounds on Thorkal to just get him up now. And so Thorkal, you stand up with 6 hit points. And he seems to comply or whatever. And so Klaus, you are standing there with the... I guess, I don't know if he took it away from you, but yeah. It's up to you now, Klaus.
If he didn't take it away, just drop it on the floor and back away.
Okay. So,
Is the weapon still drawn, just in case?
Sure. Okay. So with that, we'll go to Thorkal now. Thorkal, do you do anything now that you're standing up?
I see Klaus backing away, so now I just kind of catch my breath and stand there.
Okay. And then with that, the 3 of them, they're gonna drop their spells and they're gonna head on their way. They're gonna say, "Revenge is a bitch, isn't it? Hope to see you around. Maybe you'll be able to beat us someday."
Klaus is out on a revenge bat now. Fuck those guys.
Yeah, they're gonna die at some point.
If they did sleep everyone the first turn, I think we had a shot at that. But like 2 people were down almost immediately.
Yeah. So I don't want anyone to feel like too salty about that. All they took from you is a gold trophy.
Klaus is super salty.
Yeah. I mean, but like just out of character or whatever. It's like you didn't
Out of
lose
character, I'm
anything.
also read salty.
Oh, okay. But all they took from you is a first place trophy. But this seems like you guys now have rivals in the world.
Yes. Next time, Thorkal,
Yep.
no survivors.
Yep, no survivors.
Because
Good
Thorkal is the
job.
one who saved
Make their heads on
Oscar's
spike.
ass last time.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, now we got something to pump you guys up about. With that,
I am taking counterspell just because of him.
right on. Okay, how do I get this music to work again? There we go. I'll take them away. They took their trophy back. They like to say that they're number one again. And so now you guys are able to head on your way. I'll say that before you left, one of Mr. Perry's men revealed on the map where Tannis is. So I will reveal that to you now.
Down there? Oh, that's pretty fucking far.
So from Mendes, beat me to it. 12 miles, so it would be like a... Holy crap, what the hell are you doing? It's so many.
13.4 miles.
13.4 miles. So that would be 26.8 in overland traveling. So almost a day's travel to go down there. So kind of up to you guys at this point. You took a little bit of a beating.
Yeah. We could rest and set out in the morning, arrive at evening, or set out now.
Can we do a short rest, maybe?
You can do a short rest.
Yeah. We can do the short rest on the wagon
Yeah,
cart,
you most certainly can.
unless people need supplies from the town.
Which you could certainly find in Mendes. Tand would be, before you guys take the short rest, he would give all of you whoever needs it, he'll give a healing drought. So who needs a healing drought?
I was
Me.
Everyone apart from Thaddeus, because he
Everyone
took no damage.
Yeah, and Tand took no damage either. So, okay, roll it for Hojing. You get back 15 hit points from his drought. For Klaus, you get back also 15. And for Thorkal, you get back 17 hit points. Just healing. And now you can take your short rest, and now he can do it again if you want. So, kind of up to you guys, like if you want to spend hit dice or if you want to give him to give you a healing tonic now. But remember, he can't give you another healing tonic until the next short rest. So it could be a way to top you off unless you want your hit dice to do that instead.
Yeah, I'll use the hit dice for now.
Just to get your characters all out there.
I'm good to go.
Okay. Hojing, are you alright in your HPs?
I'm okay now, yeah. With the 2 hit die and the healing drought, I'm up to 35 out of 38. I'm fine with
Okay. So with that, we'll say that you guys would rent a Did you want to rent a wagon and horses? I mean, that's kind of how you would, if you wanted a short rest on the road.
that. Tannis
Yeah.
is a town, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
down
town,
there.
and it seems to be connected to a mine as well.
We could perhaps double dip and ask Miss Indy if she's interested, if she has like any caravan going down that perhaps needs guarding. And at that point, just hitch a ride.
Or if there's anything
Gets a
she needs.
ride.
Yeah, generally ask her as well before we leave.
Sure. She does owe you a favor for sure, and so if
We're not
you-
gonna use the favor on
Not
her,
using the
a
favor.
card.
Just generally, if she happens to have anything else
Yeah,
that she might need.
If she has any business down there, we can help as well.
Okay. She does not have any caravans going
Okay.
down there. Tannis doesn't really provide too much for them. The Duragard like to hold on to the resources themselves, but the what they do provide for Mendes is all the money that they bring in, so they're good customers.
Okay.
Then, yeah.
I guess we'll huff it.
Well, how much is this to rent a card?
Let's see. It would be. Let me pull out the services thing. I forgot what I did last time for you guys. I don't want to totally. Okay, let's see. Services. A coach cab between. No, that's between towns. That would be if somebody was doing it. But you're renting a
right back.
wagon.
Yeah, we'd probably go to the same guy we rented from last time,
Okay.
because we went for a delivery and came back safe.
Sure, yeah. He'll say because he trusts you guys, then he'll be willing to do it for 5 gold. He knows where you're going.
Yeah,
And
I'll give him 5 gold.
You give him 5 gold. Okay. Let's see. With that, you guys will start heading your way down towards Tannis. And let me get you some regular music now. You leave Mendes, so no longer is it Funky Town music. Where did I put my underdark music? I think I put it in under area. So you guys all head down toward Tannis, and you get to this bridge on the map. Opening it again for the viewers right there. Oh yeah, you want to forge?
Is it another water elemental?
No, it's not. Okay, so you guys want to forage along the way? I mean, there wouldn't be anything wrong with foraging, and you can definitely do it. So let's do foraging checks. So everyone, give me survival, and I pray that you guys get some 20s.
None of us are trained in survival.
Who did we have that was trained in survival?
Probably the druid.
Oh yeah, that's right. I made that for Relic.
Yep. 12,
Okay,
7, 8,
let's see
7.
what you guys get. And oh, okay, so foraging is bad. Let's see what Tand gets. Okay, so you unfortunately don't get too much. You find 2 very common forageables, which, let me consult my book. Forageables for the Underdark. You guys get some, I think you already have it. Do you have cave
Is it
moss in
something
your... Yeah. You guys find more blue caps and cave moss. I'll say that you find 2 of each.
We don't have We have K-Moss, but no blue caps.
You did get blue caps from before. This is the one where
Wizard Hat, Amanita, Kim Slice, Fezroot, and Cave Moss. That's what we have.
Like, I remember you would know about blue cap because I remember talking with Huojing about it, and it was the whole thing where it can be turned into flour, and that's what they sort of use like for bread. But anyway, you find 2 blue caps and 2 cave moss. It's not necessarily something that you can use as like an action or as a potion or anything, but they are ingredients, if you will, or just things to sell if you would like. But anyway, that is what you find in your foraging, and you get towards this bridge now. And let me get you over there. Just a second. Road to Tannis. Let me get your characters on there. And let's see. How would you guys all be situated? Let me get out a wagon too.
If no one was gonna drive, Klaus would be up front driving.
I'd be somewhere in the middle. I wouldn't necessarily want to be in the front, but I'd be...
I'd probably be in the front with Klaus if there's no one else driving. Just like able to hop off at a moment's notice and murder people.
Okay, well, as you guys start coming towards the bridge, you do hear just from the distance, and you see this giant Cyclops creature come towards, and he just steps right here in the middle of the bridge, and he just has a angry look on his face. Like, he can't necessarily make angry eyebrows because he only has one eye, and so he's just kind of like squinting, and his eyebrow is flat or whatever, but he's looking right at you guys right now. How do you react to this so far?
I'm preparing to get off and deal with this. Just another fight, really.
Klaus will signal to him like, "Ho, friend! What's the matter?
So
Why the anger?"
He says, "Fo fi fiddly fee, I'm Gernanis the Cyclops, look at me! This bridge before you belongs to me. To cross it you must answer these questions 3. Answer me wrong or try to trick me, deader than a doornail you will be. I have friends behind the trees who will kick your butts with relative ease, so I must ask, what say thee?"
Quick look around. How deep is the river? Is it like in the
moving a
Monty
cart
Python where it's
across
just
the river?
a small trickle?
Oh,
No,
right,
it's not a small. It's. I mean, it's not a rushing fast river, but it's river out of river.
Yeah, how easy would it be to not cross the bridge, just wade through the river? Or
moving wagons across rivers.
Yeah, that's...
No, like, is there a slope down the river, or is it just kind of shallow, deep? What does it look like?
It would be hard if you're trying to get the wagon across. It would be difficult.
What will your questions be?
Come towards me, and I will ask.
Is he holding a weapon actually, or?
No. He has possession of a weapon, but it is not drawn at all. He's just kind
Do
of
you
like.
see anyone hiding in the trees behind him?
You can roll a perception check to see if what he said was like true. It's going to be.
I mean, even if he doesn't, he's still very, very.
I rolled a 0. Am I blind?
You're a little too distracted by this big guy in his one eye. You've never actually seen a Cyclops before, so it's kind of
Very
fascinating.
Yeah, also, I doubt other Cyclops could hide behind such small mushrooms.
You could be friends with some Durlugs. Don't. They're intimidated creatures. They'll be like, hey, that's a Cyclops. He wants me to work for them, or else I'm gonna die. I'm gonna work for the.
I'll roll for Tons too to see if he sees this stuff. Okay, perception. Tons does not see anything. So we'll say for Thorkal, you're looking around and trying to see friends, and like you have a really good view of the area. You're looking under all the mushroom caps. You're looking at the cliffs nearby. You see nothing like moving. You see no movement other than the river. So you take that as you will. You don't see anything moving.
Yeah, I come to class and whisper and go, I don't see any movement in the mushrooms. You may be lying.
I mean, do you still want to fight a Cyclops?
No, but it's good to know.
Yeah, just in case.
Will you answer my questions 3?
Might as well want to 10 him. Yes.
Maybe.
Maybe. It's a yes or no.
Well, we can try, but whether or not
Yes
we
or
actually can is a different question entirely.
Okay. I'll just ask the first question. Okay. The first one, we will start with a traditional riddle. You get many of me, but never enough. After the last one, your life soon will snuff. When you may have one of me, but one day a year, when the last one is gone, your life disappears.
So, do we just answer as players, or do we make intelligence checks as characters?
Answer as players.
Can you write that down?
Wait.
I can
I know
read
the
it
answer.
again.
Okay.
I think I know the answer.
Well,
Read it again. Let's check.
You get many of me, but never enough. After the last one, your life soon will snuff. You may have one of me, but one day a year. When the last one is gone, your life disappears.
It's birthday, right?
Birthday?
Yeah, birthday.
Yeah.
You all say birthday. He says, yes, that is correct. I am asking this one because it is actually my birthday. And,
Happy
Happy
birthday!
birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, man.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Actually, I did want to share something with you guys. I made a cake.
Oh.
And I spent a lot of time with it. I spent a lot of time making this cake, and so this is a really freaking good-looking cake. Vanilla
Could
bean cake.
Could I use my cooking knowledge to judge this cake?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, go for it. Cooking tools with intelligence.
It's a good-looking cake. Thaddeus doesn't know anything about cooking, but it's a good-looking cake.
So, I mean, it looks good. It looks like in terms of presentation, he did a pretty good job. But he offers you all a slice now. He said, "I have little plates for overlanders if you want this."
Would I know what it's made of from looking at it? And like,
I mean,
I
he
see
tells
you
you.
use this and
He
this
tells you
in
what kind
these
of cake it
portions
is. He tells you what kind of cake it is, and I mean, yeah, there might be a little bit of a purple tint on top of the image that I showed, but it does look kind of true to what he said. Like, just take all the ingredients that I just say and put deep in front of them.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a purple tint to it.
I'll
And-
speak up and say, my friends actually ate very recently when we were in town, but I did not. I would be very interested in having a...
Oh yes, please have a cake.
I'm just going to try to take one for the team in case it's poisonous.
Klaus will also take a slice, and as a fellow chef, he will like try and
Sure, yeah.
describe
So,
the taste.
yeah,
Thorkal definitely in the slice.
Todd
Oh,
will get a
okay,
slice
we're
too.
all doing it.
I'm doing it, yep.
Okay, you all
I can
die.
resist any poison.
You all die.
Oh,
I'm just
God,
kidding.
okay.
So you all take a slice of his cake and you eat it, and I mean, it's okay. We'll say it's not like fantastic. It looked really good, but maybe there was a problem with the ingredients. But you can tell like he prepared it about as best as he could. He's pretty good at this. But yeah, it was good cake, and it's not poisonous at all. He enjoys a slice with you guys. He said, "What do you think? What do you think of my cake?"
I like it.
Purple.
Oh, thank you. I spent a lot of time. This was the third cake I made.
Could I give him some tips
Yeah,
from my 21?
sure.
I'd like to pay him 1 gold for the slice of cake that I ate.
Oh, no. You don't need to do that. As long as I have company on my birthday, I am happy.
Oh, but I insist. You're such a talented cook. I can't just take your talent for...
So he smiles, as well as a Cyclops can smile. And he'll take your gold. I will take it as a compliment to the chef. But, Klaus, you give him some tips on how to maybe help. Like, you've worked in a... kind of a tavern in the poor parts of town. You've had to work with some inferior ingredients yourself in the past.
And I would have made a few cakes for like...
Yeah, so you tell
I'm
him...
blanking on the names.
Yeah, for...
Daisy, I think, and Isolde?
Yeah.
Gilda?
Gilda and Daisy.
Gilda, yep.
And so you've made some cakes for them, and so you tell them like little things like, in order to help the flavor, you might want to like try a little bit more salt to bring out the sweetness of the sugar, and that'll help cover up some of the impurities of some of the other ingredients, things like that.
Yeah.
But
if you want a really fluffy cake, you mix it in big swoops, so some air gets in it, so it rises nicely, and it's like eating a bubble.
Right. Okay. So he said, okay. That's question one. That's question one. Okay. Question two. Are you ready? Question 2 is a little bit different. Okay. Question 2. A real estate agent received 6% commission on the selling price of a house. If his commission was 888 gold pieces, what is the selling price of the house?
Really? Math in D&D?
Oh yes, this is question 2.
Could you repeat it? I need to write this fucking down.
I wrote it down in the
You
chat.
wrote it in the thing. I can do this with a calculator. I don't think I could do it without one.
Do it with a calculator. Yeah, you couldn't do it without a calculator. Not easily. So how much did he sell the house for?
So it's x times 0.06 is 8. That's 888 over 0.06. Whatever the answer to that is.
Yes, that's correct. Okay, I got that too. Okay, good. That's
Yeah,
that's question number 2. Okay, question number 3.
Are we doing his math homework?
Okay, question number 3. I need you to solve for x, and you need to remember the quadratic formula. Oh, that should be x squared. X squared minus 5x equals -6. Remember the quadratic formula. He tells you.
I think it's been God, it's been 10 years since I've done this. Probably more. I think it's this, right?
Opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 1/2a. Yeah.
Yep, that is it. So
B is 5, A is 1,
Yep.
C is positive 6.
0. Right?
Positive 6. You have to make it equal to
Oh,
0.
right. Positive.
Or you could just type it all into Wolfram Alpha.
Yeah, it's probably easier.
Who's gonna get it first?
I'm just gonna do roll from alpha instead of accidentally.
Okay, Klaus got it.
Fucking math, man. Why? Why did you do this?
So that's question 3, solving it. Looks like Klaus got it.
No. I don't like maths in D&D. Come on, man.
He says, okay, yeah, okay, let me see how that works. Okay, thank you very much. It was nice meeting you. Yeah, you can pass now. Okay, thank you.
Hey, hold on.
See ya.
Whoa, yes.
If you happen to see these people, they're overworlders like us. They're called the Golden Boys. Seamus, Oscar, and Liliana, I believe her name was. Eliana. They were very mean to us. And not only should you not give them cake, but I don't think you should let them pass. Just if they happen to pass by. Okay?
But what if they're good at math?
Tell them that they're bad at math. It'll ruin the day.
They're really pretentious. And they will probably attack you. Because they're always the best at everything.
Yes, indeed. What you should do is make every answer be the opposite of the actual answer.
I don't want
So only if they get it wrong will they pass.
It'll be a fun little trick between us.
I don't think you understand. I need help with my homework. me, Gernanis, I'm trying to get my GED, and I am enrolled in a summer course for Algebra 1, and I'm having so much trouble.
I did not know that Cyclopsi go to school.
We don't. I'm trying to stand out. I'm trying to have something to add to my resume.
Fortunately, these guys come first in everything. So
because if I want to get to a chef school, they say I need my GED.
No, you don't. I'm a chef and I don't have a... whatever you said.
But I want to enroll in a chef university. Be first Cyclops. But they say I need my GED.
Yeah, but would you rather learn from other people or go out into the world and experience the flavor?
I feel...
Just grab whatever's available, cook it, see what happens.
Well, I do appreciate that paradigm. I feel that if I enroll in chef school, that I will have better networking opportunities.
Yes, but it's... see, in a school there's only so many people, but there's a whole world out there.
But the school is international school. I will meet so many chefs with so many ideas, all consolidated into one incubator.
I mean, you do you, man.
Thank you very much for helping me on my math homework. And he just like puts on a monocle. Yeah, I guess it would be like it's like glasses, except it's just got one lens.
It's half a monocle.
Yes, I have a little bit more to do. Thank you very much. I understand. Okay. So he just heads back to his table, which you can see is like got covered in textbooks and papers and like a bunch of crumpled up papers nearby of just like troubles that he's had. But yeah, that's Gernanis.
Seems like a good guy.
And then like as you're, I'll just say that as you're passing by the bridge, you do see that there were some statues that definitely look like baddies, or they look like things that could come alive, and so that's what he was about to summon. But anyway,
we also could have summoned an unknown entity. We have something.
We have a disc.
Yeah, we have a disc.
And our own lives button is what I'd like to refer to it as.
Okay. So that was Gernanis.
So if we fought, there would be gargoyles that would have attacked us.
Gargoyles and
Those were his
Gernanis,
friends.
yeah.
I mean, we
Okay.
could have summoned Kivo and the magic mystical thing.
Yeah, potentially.
Man, we always forget Kivo.
You always forget Kivo.
Well, then
have we
again,
found the
we didn't
golden
really
boy?
have it.
Do we need to look for the golden boy? I'm gonna look in this little cave here for the golden boy.
Oh, the blonde
Is it?
boy.
Yeah.
Is he under one of the big mushrooms?
Yeah, he's under one of the mushrooms. He is right there. I just unhid him. There he is. I'll say that, yeah, Thorkal, you kind of saw him when you did your perception check. Like, the only movement you saw was the rushing of the river and the boy tapping against, with his thumbs tapping against the Game Boy. Okay, so at this point you continue along, and you guys do get to the town of Tannis. And as you enter Tannis, you see quite a few Duragar. Let me get your tokens out and get the turn order off of here.
Well, I think I know what's driving all the things berserk. There's a fucking drill. That's some really high-tech stuff for whatever age we're in.
They had microphones and speakers, so
They've got quite a bit down here. But anyway, you do enter the town of Tannis, which is run and owned by the Duragar.
What's the plan of action here?
well, our goal is to stop them from drilling, right?
I don't know. They're obviously lumbering for something. So, fuel maybe? They're building something?
They were cutting down the forest, and that was causing creatures to move north, which is why the passage
Yeah.
wasn't safe.
We also found one of the Duragar dead bodies there.
The lumbering is probably a first priority, but I'm sure the drilling doesn't help either. This seems like it.
Do we know what that thing is?
Give me an intelligence check. It'll be kind of hard because you're going to have to infer its purpose.
Nope.
I'm gonna guess that it's like fucking something involving
It's a
like
death
training
rifle.
water.
What manner of machine is this?
Oh, Tan rolled pretty high.
That is kind of perfect for Tond, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Tom's thing.
Tan says, "Yeah, that looks like a drill that we'd work." Oh, he's old. That looks like a drill that we've worked with, but on a much larger scale. They must be doing some digging. I may be interested in this technology. And also, while you enter, you do see that there is this giant well of water in the center, and there are some mechanical noises that you hear coming from this platform in the center. Just kind of a droning sound of gears just turning, and yeah, just right over it. And if you do look into it, you do see a cylinder, just kind of like these pumps right here that are going into this giant well of water.
Well, we should probably find who's in charge and ask what's going on.
Okay, so as you enter, this guy right here, he does see you come along.
Hello there, friend.
So he just kind of looks you up and down and looks over your shoulder, and he does see Thorkal. He says, "Hey, who are you? Who are you guys?" No, they should give dwarf voices. Who are you guys? What are you lot doing here?
Well, we found one of your buddies dead with lumbering tools, and there were a lot of monsters on our way. So I think whatever you're doing is driving all the creatures up the path. And we were wondering why.
I don't know if you should talk to me about that, but it does sadden me to hear that one of our own has lost their lives. But that is the way with progress. Some lives are lost along the way. If you're here to speak with our leader, he's up in the throne room, and he points out to you guys are right up there. That is where the throne room is.
Could I ask you what progress towards what?
An overworlder coming here, asking us about our plans. Yeah, like I'd tell you.
Well, I mean, seems like it's common knowledge here, and I thought I was missing something.
Common knowledge that we have a mine. Yeah, sure. We may be using it for the mine, but that's kind of our business at this point.
Well, thank you for pointing out your leader, king. Well, he has a throne, so who knows?
So he, like, as you guys start leaving, like, he just kind of gives you a little bit of salute. So remember, the iron grips will never die.
Iron grapes?
Grips.
Why would you want to die?
We wouldn't. We never die.
So you're immortal?
The idea of our clan is, yes. Look, just move along. I'm trying to guard this post here. Causing me trouble. Freaking outlanders.
I'll just move along.
Yep, me too.
Okay. So as you go through here, you see lots of buildings that are built into the sides of cliffs, and a few mushrooms here and there. If they were really wanted to chop down like everything, they probably didn't chop down these mushrooms because the wood wasn't sturdy enough or durable enough. Thaddeus, you peek into there. That's definitely not a throne room, but I will reveal what you see. You do see a man speaking with what you presume is kind of his friend. This does look like a sort of shop.
I think he's looking for the blonde boy.
Oh,
Yeah, I was curious what was in that as well.
Oh.
I may come back to that shop, but for now we can continue exploring.
okay. Okay.
We
Anything
see
else?
2 guards, I assume, here and here.
You see, yeah, you do. They don't look like they're guarding. They actually just look like they're loitering at this point.
In that case, I'm gonna stick my head in here and see what's in here.
It's the bathroom.
Oh, of course it is.
They have they got modern plumbing.
Do I know what this is?
Yeah, you wouldn't recognize modern plumbing. Yeah, sure. I think I included it in. Oh yeah, you actually never explored that. In the inn that you guys all started at, there was the bathroom that had the long line leading up to it, and that was the blonde boy that you missed. He was taking too much time in the bathroom. That was the one blonde boy. But you do not see him in there.
Look, like, back in the hotel?
Yeah, at the hotel.
No, back at the very beginning of the whole game.
In the hotel. It was like,
Yeah, that line that I had going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
That's what was holding it up, is the blonde boy in the bathroom.
Yeah, I don't think we would have gotten that one, because, like, who would wait?
And Thaddeus, you do see the blonde boy.
Nice.
You see a Duragar, and he's just like, "Aren't you ever gonna put that thing down?" And he's just, "Oh, come on, I'm about to catch Squirtle." And yeah, you see him playing Pokemon Actually, no. He wouldn't. You didn't give him Pokemon Yellow.
We did. We traded it for a power code.
Okay,
For the
so
power
he is
glove.
about to catch Squirtle then.
Well, he's still not because you can't catch Squirtle in Pokemon Yellow.
He joined your party though. We can contest this later if you want to. But
Don't you start
anyway,
with a Pikachu in yellow?
you start with a Pikachu
Yeah.
and you're able to get the original cast of Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle to join your party.
Okay.
Whether or not you actually catch them with a Pokeball, I'm not entirely sure, but I do know that they join your party. That said, Thaddeus, you kind of go that way, and you see these two guards here, and they're. You look at a sign above, and do you read Dwarvid?
I don't think so. Let me verify.
But anyway, they say we're closed for today.
I'm sorry. And then I'm gonna go back and see if Thorkal can tell me what on earth is on that door. Thorkal,
Oh,
there's
ask me, yeah, I can.
What?
something written in
Alright.
You head over there, Thorkal, and you see that the sign says the bank.
Yeah, I just kind of grunt and walk back. Yeah.
One very nice.
Bank.
Oh, it's a bank.
Hardly much interesting.
Huojing, are you kind of your tokens down there? Are you doing anything?
We're just accompanying. I don't have much, like, goal here other than, yeah, trying to help them out because they are my. So.
Okay. Sure. So you see the two guys out here, and they say, "Outlanders, you here to see our leader?"
Yes.
Sure, sure. Well, you caught him at a good time. Let me know they'll expect you. And he goes in, and you wait a little bit. He comes out. He's like, "Yeah, sure, right this way." This seems to be the friendliest guy out of all of them that you made so far.
Yep. The fuck is that?
So you do enter, and you see what you perceive to be the king or the Despot or whatever, and what you assume is also his wife. And
Which one's the wife?
Left.
left.
Wait, dwarven women always also have a beard?
Yeah.
Shit. Man, it sucks to be a dwarf.
So this guy, he says, "My name is Reirsit Irongrip. What can I do for you, overlanders? Have you come to meddle in our affairs?"
Depends.
Depends on what.
Why do you need so much fungus wood? I don't really know. Because it's driving all the animals or creatures up the pass.
That's not of much concern to us. What we do concern ourselves with is the expansion, which is brought about by our new technology.
I feel like it should be your concern if it kills your own people.
Should
What
also be
are
your
you
concern
talking
if it
about?
should also be your concern if it causes the ire of the Mendes.
Mendes counts upon us for our riches that we bring them. They dare not touch us.
Well, you see, on our way down here, we found a few of our people dead with lumbering tools. And it's your own fault. Because whatever you're cutting down, it drove all the creatures up the pass.
We lost a few men in our lumbering, expeditions. This is to be expected, but it does sadden me to some extent. Nevertheless, it is necessary because our expansion has had a little bit of a drawback, requiring us to make a whole new drill and cut down even more wood, which may have caused this. If we finish our expansion operation, then that may cut back on the lumbering that you're seeing. But the expansion right now is too dangerous. We've lost way more in the mines than we would outside to some petty creatures.
Why is it so dangerous? Is some creature blocking the way?
Doragar and dwarves, as you may know, we mine, we dig, and we find riches that none other may find. From this, we have maybe dug a little too far and unleashed a beast that we did not expect. It destroyed our drill and killed many of our people, but once we kill this fiend, we will have access to veins of platinum that will grow our settlement stronger than it's ever been. We wouldn't need to cut down any wood anymore because we would all be sitting on thrones of gold.
Platinum, even.
Yeah.
Aye.
Could you describe this creature?
The creature. There are a few of them. One of them resides in a lake of fire, taking the form of the fire itself. And the other, the one that has killed so many of us, is sort of dragon-like lizard creature with multiple heads, shooting out bolts of fire at us as we came forth.
Well, that sounds
dangerous. You try and make an attack towards it, and it will just dive back into the lake of fire. You can't chase after it. It is a coward of a creature if I ever seen it. I do have a proposal for you. If you would be willing to help us take care of this creature, and we did find a way to potentially stop it, then we will for sure stop our foresting expedition. And we will maybe throw you in a little bit of our findings as a reward.
Sounds reasonable for risking our lives.
Thorkal, what'd you say?
Couldn't we just flood the lake of fire with water, douse it?
Where are we gonna get that much water?
I point to the big well behind us that appears to have loads of water in.
We don't want to expend all of our fresh water to do that. That's the lifeline of our settlement. And on top of that, it is not enough. But we do have a way to drive out the creature. It's a device I can't exactly explain myself. It uses some strange material that our scientists will know a little about, but you'll find it. It's at the entrance of the mine. I sent it with another of our kind.
Sounds like a sort of sound proposal. 2 birds with 1 stone. We stop the lumbering and get some profit.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys would like to do here? You do see that they are working on another drill down here. There's multiple fires that are roaring and hammers that are pounding. as they make components that go into this giant drill, whatever it may be. And yeah, the yelling of Duragar between each other. So they are constructing a new drill, but you assume like this is maybe what the old one looked like as well. I was hoping Ton would be here because I feel like he might have a little bit of an interest in this, and we could retcon in if he wanted to do anything with that. If you're listening, Ton. But anyway, if there's anything else you guys want to do, I know that maybe, I don't know if you wanted to take a long rest or something before you did this.
Klaus is fine.
Of course, Klaus is fine.
All he needs is a short rest.
Yeah, Tan.
It sounds like it might be prudent, just so I can get spell slots back.
Yeah, Tan used up all 3 of his spell slots, and so they'll let you stay the night, but it's going to be kind of. It was going to be expensive, but because you're going to be helping these guys out, they'll give you a discounted rate, and so it'll be 5 gold from each of you for the night.
Ooh.
So still kind of expensive.
Klaus is gonna go to the cart and sleep inside.
Okay, you can pull the carts like in so it's a little bit out of the way, but the rest of you guys, you'll find some beds scattered throughout the area that you could sleep in, like where the blonde boy is. That was a sort of a resting area. It's just kind of it's more of a wherever there's a bed, then you can take that. It's like a commons.
I claim this one.
Why not claim the bed with his wife? Just
Oh
go
damn,
for it.
that's a power move.
That'd be a bit much. I feel that I'd probably end up dead.
But anyway,
I don't know.
I'll say that you guys are able to find beds for the night, and if there aren't any beds, then it'll be airport rules where you get a shitty cot.
You could try and jump the beard off his woman.
Okay. You can try that if you want. Charm the beard off, try and seduce his wife.
I don't know what Thorkal's into.
Yeah, I don't really have the charisma for that. I don't feel I'd be able to actually charm her.
Use strength instead of charisma.
Use strength.
Flex your muscles.
I do an athletics wrestling display and. Rawr.
Do you for real do that?
You know, I heard, you know, it's been a while since I've seen a dwarven woman, so as we're standing there, I'm kind of just like flexing myself.
Oh, hey, look, dwarf woman.
You know,
Okay,
showing off that.
Roll me a
I'm strong.
strength check. Roll me a strength check. Let's see how well you flex. Oh damn. Okay.
I was gonna do prestidigitation to make him like clean and shiny. Get that glisten on those pecs.
Okay, let's see what happens. Damn, you did it. She's she kind of gives you a smile and like there's a little bit of she blushes like a little bit.
Well then. I just give her a wink. And yeah, like one final flex. Find our beds for the night.
She gives a tee-hee to you, covers her mouth like a Japanese school dwarf, and then yeah, you guys can get your long rest in. So half of your hit dice comes back and your spell slots.
And you fully heal if you're still missing HP.
Yep. How is everyone doing on time?
I'm kind of tight. I have like 20 minutes and I like need to call it that.
Sure. Okay. I think we could probably handle one more small fight. Maybe.
Sure.
But,
Sure.
Alamar, are you back? He burped. He burped out.
Well, we're going to bed anyways, and I'm traveling to the mine.
But yeah, I suppose if it's a small fire, I
Unless-
can always back out and
Unless
deal with it.
Thorkal has a night rendezvous.
Damn.
I'm not entirely sure of my capabilities in sneaking past the gods, the king's throne
Hey.
room, and
Maybe she comes to you. Who knows?
Oh, damn.
maybe.
Yeah. I think that's how you play it.
she
It's
wants
her
to
fault,
invest.
not you, your
close.
fault if anything happens.
You just lie there on your side with a rose in the mouth, waiting all night.
Just like just like a G-string thong, sort of, just to show off
Yeah.
all my body.
Yes. I will allow this in my game. This is canon. Thorkal is wearing a thong the whole time.
Oh, one of those jockstrap things. Oh, we could
Yeah,
have bought the jockstrap of athletics.
Hell yeah, dude. Oh, that would be great.
We'll go back and buy it.
Okay. Alamar, you back yet? Question mark. Whatever. I mean, so if you guys want to start heading into the mine now, you can do that. Unless there's anything else you wanted to do. You wake up. We could head into the mine now.
Yeah. It didn't? Oh, no, I guess not.
Just a second.
Rip scientists. Eleanor's back.
Took your sweet time, huh? Just kidding.
Yeah, I apologize.
You missed how Thaddeus, Thorkal seduced the dwarven
Yeah.
wife.
Yeah,
Queen? I don't know.
the queen of Tannis. He
Yep.
seduced her.
The
Actually,
pair of muscles. With a
Yeah.
pair of muscles.
He flexed. He got a 23, and then she got a 5 on her charisma saving throw.
I love it.
So things will
She was
probably
left
happen.
blushing like a Japanese skull dwarf.
Yeah.
We still don't know what happened that night.
But anyway, so you guys. Oh, and how are you doing on time, Alamar?
I'm okay-ish. I was just trying to take care of something just now, and I should be okay for a bit longer. But I probably should go.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have like one more small encounter, and then we'll call it there. But
Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
so you guys enter in through the mine, and actually, let me turn on the ambience for lava because I have that. There we go. Dope.
I will be so mad if it's a lava hydra.
Oh, okay. So anyway, you guys head in the mine, and you see rails that a mine cart would kind of go on. And as you go throughout, you see a little bit. You're standing on top of a cliff, and as you peer over the cliff, you see a lake of fire and some bodies of some Duragar that are visible. It's a bit of a drop down from that cliff, and so it might
How do
not
the
be-
bodies look?
They look dead. They look charred. But if you go a little bit further, you see that the tracks continue. And as you continue along,
I can't see anything if I'm supposed to, by the way.
you can't
Oh,
see
never mind.
Bottom left.
I got it now. Don't mind me.
I have my weapon drawn ready because something fiery is supposed to come out.
So you head in and you see like a little bit of an opening, and you see a minecart that has a Duragar that seems to be has his hand clutched to his chest, and you see also, it's pretty visible, is a giant blue gem. It's got like it's got crystals coming out of it, but it's giant and it's blue. And so you see this Duergar just kind of clutching his chest next to the cart and the gem. Is that you there? Are you here to help us?
Yes, your king sent us.
Very good. I don't know if I'll be able to help much longer. We were attacked by the first beast in the lake right ahead. And so I'll just reveal a little bit more of it as you were able to see more as you continued through. And he says, but anyway, what we need to do is take this, and he just points over to the gem, and throw it into the second lake of fire.
The second lake, so not that lake over here.
He doesn't mean this lake. He said it needs
Yeah,
to
one
be
for
thrown into
Roulette,
the
probably.
second lake. And it will freeze the entire lake.
Wait a second, what kind of stone is this?
Kind of what? This is a giant slab of Cesprenix.
The freeze stone.
Yes, we have a piece of this. This is amazing.
It would, yeah, you would be quite amazed by seeing such a giant piece of Cesprenix. You would discern that this would be worth quite a bit, but then also on the flip side, the Duergar would probably be the end user for something like this, because it would be used to help save their home, potentially.
Yeah, I'm kind of amazed by so much of it, 'cause being a dwarf and where I'm from, like, seeing this much of a rare material, this is, wow.
Oh yeah, you don't even need to like roll your stone cunning or whatever. You just, this is expertly prepared specifically for helping to dispel this whole situation.
I see.
I motioned to Taunt to like give the guy a healing draught.
Oh, yes, of course. So he will use a healing drought on this Duergar. Heal him for 12. And that brings him up to almost full HP. He says, my name is Karm, and I'll help you along the way, however I can. But I'm not the most capable fighter.
Do the tracks go all the way up to the lake?
The tracks, they do go up to the lake and around. There's a slope that it can be pushed into. That would be the ideal way to deliver the payload.
How heavy does the gem look? Will we need
The
cart, or can we carry it?
If you want to carry the gem, it'll take 4 of you. It'll take 4 of you at once carrying it. It's
Or we can just put it in
heavy.
the car.
Yeah. I was worried about the noise. Maybe just because I see the dead Duergar and the lava. There might be something inside there.
Would you prefer to sneak ahead? See if there's anyone? Oh, you mean right here.
Yeah.
That's a valid concern.
You don't need to worry about the tracks being destroyed. They're well tempered.
No, I was thinking about, is there anything inside the first lake? Because I see a few of your dead buddies.
Yes, there is. It's an
Now you
elemental.
tell us. What do you say?
It's an elemental. We've fought off quite a few before, but this looks to be the last one.
Oh, very well.
Well, let's load this thing and prepare for combat.
Okay,
Against an
so
elemental.
do you load the gem onto the cart onto the tracks already, or do you
Yeah,
want
let's
to go
first
ahead?
put the carts onto the track, and then load the gem onto the cart once it's on the track.
We should probably clear the way ahead. We should probably put it on the tracks, have someone hold the cart. We'll go down, deal with that, and then we'll push it down.
I agree.
I
Yeah,
can hold the
we just
cart.
Get this
You
ready.
take care of whatever it is.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Fuck it. On Thorkal, I cast elemental weapon and ice damage.
cold
Ooh,
damage.
Yes.
Cold.
Yep.
Nice. Okay. Are you guys just there? How do you proceed?
I don't know. How do you proceed against an elemental?
Well, you don't see it right now.
Yeah. Goldies is just gonna walk up and
And
One
when you
awesome
take a
in
step
there.
right
Step at a
there,
time.
hold on, back up, back there. I need you all to roll initiative. Because this thing will reveal itself.
I need to find a way to modify that. I don't like getting queried every time I roll something.
Just set it to toggle.
Where is the actual toggle button? Because I had it on there.
on the cog
Oh, okay.
beside spells, and then roll queries advantage toggle.
I see. And then it's these buttons. Okay.
Yeah, it should show up above your character sheet.
Okay. So, is that it? Everybody rolled?
Looks
Yep.
like it.
Did you move?
I was coming up from there, is all. If you want me to be back there still, I can. That's fine. I have a lot. It's up to you.
It's fine. You could be there. Okay, we'll do giant battle. So it begins with the fire elemental going first. The fire elemental has movement of 50. It's gonna go right there and take 2 touch attacks against Klaus.
Me. Unless he has
15.
miss.
And a
First one misses. Yeah,
second one
cool.
misses. Okay, cool. And that is its turn. Thorkal.
So yeah, I'm gonna move to here.
Are you able
and
to do
then
that? You would have to, like, you can't go through him.
I'll go around through, past close, past this guy, around. I have enough movement for that.
You could go there to the right.
So no, because I'm barbarian, so I get an extra 10 feet. On top of that, I get 35.
Oh, okay. Right on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm rage and then attack twice.
Both hit. And that, does it add any extra damage, or does it just change the type of damage?
I've added. It's got the 4 cold damage on both of them.
Yep,
4,
and it's a
so I
magic,
rolled
and it's a
max.
magical weapon now. to
Holy
bypass
shit,
resistance.
that does a lot.
Yep.
Yep.
So that's 20, 22 on the second one, and 20 on the first. So 42 overall.
No shit. Yeah. Okay, this will be a quick
And it
one.
should bypass if it has any magical resistance, like
Yeah, I
from
know.
non-magical.
Yep. Okay, Klaus.
Why couldn't you do that against those jerks earlier?
Because
It wasn't an elemental thing. It was...
there was no
Yeah.
time. Everyone
Yeah.
was dropping like
Yeah, but
flies.
there's also spectral guardians around it now, so it's if it attacks anyone else, it's disadvantage.
Okay. Klaus, followed by Thaddeus.
I'll just attack.
14 damage.
Engage my turn.
Okay. Thaddeus.
Alrighty. I am gonna do Shatter.
Yeah, okay, so just to hit the fire elemental. I know how
Yeah,
to do
so
it.
sort of cast it somewhere around here.
I gotcha.
Make sure not hit the rail tracks, or we'll be in trouble.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
hit the rail tracks. But you'll get them with like the corner of it, I get you. So go ahead, roll.
Oof, that's not great. 7? 4 and a 1.
That's pretty... Okay. Well, he fails anyway, so he takes 7 thunder damage. Ho Jing!
I'm gonna run up. And I'm going to try to smack it.
You get advantage because you're flanking. You're gonna use your Goku shit. Oh, you're gonna use a short sword?
Actually, yeah, I'll use my... It's the same roll either way. If you want to reroll, I can.
It's fine, no. You hit.
I'll back up. In case. There's that, and then the bonus action. I will... Yeah, it's radiant for this. I should make something for that specifically instead of the Montarn, but it's fine. I'm gonna spend a key point to you to do the 2 more.
Both hits.
You also at level 5 have 2 normal attacks.
That's correct, yeah.
Oh,
So then they come
if you're doing, if you're attacking at range, then it's no longer considered flanking. But regardless, all 3 of those would all still hit. All of it.
Okay. And then the last one.
Okay, Jesus.
Wow, that's...
Yep.
You guys.
One round and it's almost dead.
All right. Tand is going to try and hog the glory by hucking alchemical acid at it. And it needs to do a dex save. Which it fucking fails.
Cool.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Good job, Tand. Oh my god.
I give it an evil glare at Tond for taking that.
No damage dealt to you guys, and
Yeah.
you won
I mean,
round it.
Thorkal ripped like a huge piece of HP out of it.
Yeah, no shit. Okay. So anyway, you guys continue along. Nothing have happened to you guys at all. Good job.
Careful on the tracks.
Yeah, keep following the tracks. And God, how long did that even take? Like no time at all.
That took
6
6
seconds, right?
seconds.
Yeah.
Does Calm have anything to say on the battering we gave the elemental?
I guess we put our money on the right people.
I guess so.
Okay.
Is there anything in this alcove?
Yeah, let me reveal.
I'll follow the tracks.
Karm will just be pushing it along. Tand will follow behind you guys. And, yeah, right when you get about there, you start to feel a shaking. Reveal this a little bit. You feel quaking in the earth, and I need you guys to roll initiative again.
All of us do?
Yeah.
All of us feel the quaking, I mean.
Huh?
All of us feel the quaking, I mean.
I would say Thaddeus, Thorkal, and Klaus feel the quaking, but regardless, everyone needs to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Kraus, are you still concentrating on the elemental weapon?
Yeah, it's an hour, and we also have a fight coming
Yeah,
up,
okay.
so...
Yeah.
There it is. So, let me see exactly. Okay, yup. Yup, okay. So this guy, he just pops out from the ground.
Oh,
He's-
it's a land shark.
Yeah. He pops out from the ground. He was burrowing through. And the street shark is going to roll initiative. You're gonna kick
Wow.
you're gonna kick its ass again. Okay, and Tond is gonna roll. Right on, okay. Combat begin.
Eugen.
I'm gonna get in position and then throw some bolts at it. And that's my plan. Is that a clear line of fire, or is that like little spike blocking it? I think it should be fine.
Stalagmite?
Yeah.
That'll be, I would say, step one more over. It's not. It would have a little bit. This, yeah, that's totally clear. That's good.
I'll even go here just because I don't want to be right next to the pit of lava.
Sir,
Feels like a bad idea. And I'm gonna throw some bolts.
go for it.
I should put this on normal.
Second one
Yeah.
hits.
And then I'll spend another key and throw 2 more.
Second one hits. Okay. Anything else?
That is all I got. I used my bonus, my movement, and I guess I could like move more. And just, I wouldn't move behind class. I'm gonna stand there.
Thorkal, followed by Klaus.
Cool. I'm gonna charge over here and rage again. And
Okay. That's a hit. Second one misses.
so that's 21 damage. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Klaus, followed by Tond.
I can move this way, right?
Sir.
I'll go attack its butt.
God damn you guys. Okay. Yeah, they both hit. Jesus. Okay, Tond's turn. He's gonna go 20, 25, and chuck a alchemical fire at it. Actually, the acid does more damage, so he'll do that.
Ooh, nice.
And he saves. Thaddeus.
Same strategy. With Shatter, that is. Better roll.
You do know that your firebolt does 2d10.
Yes, but I'm not sure how well it does against people in fire.
Okay, you deal damage.
But Bulette isn't fire, it's...
You don't
Also,
even
it
know what
does
this
2d10.
is.
I thought it did
What are you
1d10.
metagaming? What are you metagaming?
At 5th level, your cantrips go up 1 dice in damage. So it's 2d10 now.
Yeah.
At 11th, it'll be 3d10. At 17th, 4d10.
I'm not gonna attack, I wanna see if it's automatically done that. Yeah, it has, okay.
Yep.
Just checking.
Okay, let's see if this guy does anything. It has to attack Thorkal. So let's see if it hits.
Yep.
16.
It does hit. Does hit
Does
badly.
32 piercing damage.
What
Ooh.
the fuck?
We're down to 16.
16 piercing damage. That's it. All right, kick his ass.
Goodbye, foul beast. I say as I'm going to miss all of the attacks that I'm going to do. I won't actually spend a key. If that's fine. I don't know. I actually did the third roll, so it's up to you if you want to allow me to not. I changed my mind as I was clicking it.
The first one hits, the second one misses.
And then what's the ruling on if I spent it already?
You can hold it back if you want.
Okay. Then yeah, just the 5 then.
Alrighty.
Well, Thorkal gets the finishing blow then.
Thorkal. Kick its ass.
Cool. 2 attacks. Here we go.
Advantage.
That hits.
2.
Yeah, okay. You kill
Oh.
it. God damn, guys.
That was pretty low roll for
said
the
it.
crit.
Yeah, it was like I rolled 1 on my D10. Wow. Yeah, that's another max 4 though. That's 5 max 4s in the cold.
So, these guys were supposed to chip away at you while you make your way towards the big guy, but,
I mean, they would have, but initiative.
I'm a little chipped away. I'm at 43.
Okay, so... there goes that.
We flex on Karm.
You flex. And Karm's like, yeah, well, we'll see how you do against this guy, the next guy. And so he continues to push the cart and the Susprenix along.
But I kind of need to go at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
We
got
were-
past 2 encounters.
We're basically going to
Fine.
reveal the bad guy and then end the session there with you guys rolling initiative. If that's good.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine.
I'll leave the turn order thing up there. I mean, forget it. We'll roll initiative for next time. You kill the Bulette. You continue along. Seeing more. And stop right there. You start to see the opening that he's talking about, and I'll just kind of reveal at this point the lake that they have. You do see the slope. Oh, I forgot to put this onto the player's layer. Come on.
The 5-foot slope, it's there just in case.
No. Saying that that's
Oh,
a
that's
slope
slope
down.
down.
Yeah. So this is what you see. I'll get stand up next to you guys too, and Karm following behind with the Susprenix and all that. And it's at this point that you are spotted. And it reveals itself. Big ol' giant fire hydra guy. So, it's actually called the Fiedra. With this, we are going to end the session, and we will pick up next session, rolling initiative to begin this fight.
Sounds
And
good.
we'll see how it all goes. It should be pretty interesting.
Sounds good to me.
Thank you guys for coming. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope we had some fun. And
To get here, it didn't take us an hour, right?
no, it didn't take an hour. It took longer. It took like almost a day. So, but you got your long rest in. I mean, the mine was
No, I
connected.
mean, from the cart, from when I cast Elemental Weapon to here.
No, it didn't take an hour. Probably took like 15 minutes or something.
Okay, so 35
Cool.
more minutes on that.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. See you guys. I'm gonna stop the stream now.